Hello, and welcome to our latest episode of Morning Quest with Doodle and CMoney. I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What is up, everybody? Welcome. Happy Sunday and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's
Thank
Day
you so much for
indeed.
rocking with us today.
Now, as you can hear, my lovely and beautiful Doodle is a little under the weather,
So we will be.
just a little bit, my baby girl, but she said, fuck that. We
We
must
rocking,
go
baby.
on.
We rocking.
So we here. We here to hang out with our
It's your
homies.
fault, C. It's your fault.
How's it my
Listen,
listen,
listen.
I have no idea
It's
how I
on
did
you.
this. I feel like it was one of the kids who took you down because I'm living the Vida Loca right here with you. You know what
Listen,
I'm
I'm not.
saying?
How's your chair?
How's your chair?
Suspect.
Ooh, my bad. What?
This chair upstairs. I need a new chair.
Oh, my baby, my baby. Um, guys, thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate you guys. We have some you see the thumbnail. Yeah, know what's going down. Yeah, know what's going down. But as we do on this show every single time, you know how we do. We got to go ahead and shout out our homies who do support the channel
Let's go.
through Patreon and YouTube. We appreciate you guys. So shout out to the homies Zachary McCoy, Sith Lord, Smitty Smith, Adidas 20, Red Sun, and Isaac Gentry, and the homies over in our YouTube squad members, Smitty Smith, Cypher Type 1, The Robots Win, Power Boss, Avenge Ninja, Gamer by Choice, Zach McCoy, Silent Cypher, Six Slayer, Why So Serious, Raiden Blade, Lord Star Killer XS, 80s cartoon villain, Adidas 20, Micah Ford, J Mac, Forza Legend, Suicide Kings, Crimson X25, Bounty, Maurice Branch, AMSA 101, Ryu Art Gaming, Raheem Linkhorn, 5.0 Trade Gaming, Luis Severino,
Whoa.
Rainbow, Dan Lazaro, Big Migs Gaming, Emmanuel A1, Hargeet Shani, Smoke the Ism, Kingsman 2K, Dion Hayes, Dollar Knight, Paul Brook, Raging Cajun, C Mustard on point for foodies. Goddamn. E-Ranks, Pomoro, No Sir, Mash, G Myers, El Monte, Jesse B, Drawn TJ, Remake Station 5, Kenneth Williams, Dusty, Twank 89, Tianjay Willis Sr., Hooded Canuck, Day Reezy, General Spartan, Talis Ray, Abacab 72, Ignacio Farfan, Treybone 408, and One Punch Jedi, Storm Blessed, Fark You, JW Universe, JD Gamer, J Gaming, JB1521, Duke Togo, B Martin 001, and Quan the Terrible. And
Whoa.
we have to,
Let's
of course,
go.
shout out our homies in the elite
Yes.
members. The homie Chris Lee, TMHW Gaming,
Whoa.
the homie Big Boy Mike,
Yes.
the homie Dark Angelic, the homie Spoon Man, and a brand new elite member, the homie Dragon's Blade 79.
Welcome, baby, and thank you
Welcome,
so
brother,
much.
and thank you all
Thank you all.
so much, man. We appreciate each and every one of you. But as you know, being here right now with us live in the chat
Absolutely.
is a huge support for us. Makes us feel all bubbly inside when you guys
It
are here with
does.
us. So thank you to each and every single one of you for rocking with us. Shout out to the first homie through the doors.
Let's go.
Timmy, what's good, fam?
What?
Thank you for being here,
Let's
brother.
go.
The homie Hooded Canuck, what's good, fam? Smitty Smith, what's good, fam?
Let's
Razor
go.
Ultron in the building. Scott, the gamer dude, was good, homie. Adidas 20, start us off, man. What's up, player? Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you so much
fam.
for that $5 super chat. Says, catch the replay later, hitting the beach early. Well, Adidas is
Yo.
on vacation right now,
Yes.
living
Thank
his best
you.
life.
Thank you for
Appreciate you
still
thinking
rocking
about
with
us and
us.
stopping by, man.
Yes.
That's dope, man. Thank you so very
And
much, bro.
listen, we saw he sent us some videos, and he happened to have seen a lot of mustard and olive things out there.
There's no mustard.
Shout out to Adidas.
Shout out to Adidas as well. But we did see his room, and his room was
Yeah.
first with mustard color curtains.
Yes. Can you imagine waking up to that every morning?
No, no, not at
Just
all.
saying.
Not even in the slightest. Not even
Alright.
a little.
Alright.
Uh, but again, my brother, thank you, brother. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you, baby.
Bob MCP McP. Bob McP. What's good,
Bob,
fam?
what's up, baby?
The homie E ranks in the building.
Yes.
Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Jacob Novick in the house. What's good, fam?
Oh, we hope you
Says,
had a great birthday.
yes, yes, indeed. Says, I still think GTA 6 will benefit from the Xbox Series S more than a PS5 Pro due to the Pro's expensiveness and the fact that the Series S can play new games for this gen and being affordable. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think, well, obviously we know that what we call this thing, the PlayStation 5 Pro is a nothing burger, but for GTA 6 specifically, yeah, 100%. I mean, the world that has not crossed over to next gen is gonna have a big decision on their hands, and I think you're gonna see a lot of that 120,000,000 PlayStation 4 players who really don't give a shit what console they have. That's why they didn't cross over. You're gonna see a lot of those people when GTA 6 comes out say, "Fuck that. I'm gonna go and Black Friday spend $150 or $200 on a Series S and get to play Grand Theft Auto 6 versus what, 700? The fuck out of here." Like, it's not even feasible. Don't make no sense. Definitely not. Definitely not. Actually, Bob Bob went ahead and answered Jacob as well. Says, yeah, the Series S is cheaper possible way to play GTA 6. So a lot of people will go to the cheapest possible way for their specific, especially for PC gamers. Yeah, if they don't release day and date, which would be wild, which they haven't really done, so it makes sense. Um, yeah, a lot of people are gonna just scoop up a Series S. It just makes sense in life for sure. The homie, why so serious, man?
Why
Thank
so
you, brother, for
serious?
being
Good
here.
morning, baby.
Appreciate you, homie. Happy St. Patty Day.
Let's go,
Yo, happy St. Patrick's
baby.
Day, guys. Mustard on corned beef is the best. Nobody how? I thought Irish people were people of culture and taste. Why would they put
Why
mustard?
we
Why would
gotta
they
bring
ruin
mustard into this?
everything? I don't know. I don't believe it. Okay, this is all I can say. I just I don't. But thank
Just
you, brother.
noticed you're wearing your Doodle Ranch shirt.
Doodle right?
Let's go.
Oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. Of course. Of course, man. We don't just sell it, we rock it. You know
We
what I'm
rep
saying?
it.
We gotta rep it, y'all. That's all. You gotta
Let's
rep.
go.
Gotta
So
rep.
I gotta get a sea mustard shirt is what
No.
I'm
No, no,
thinking.
no. That's for specific people out there who have a desire to do that, okay?
Okay, okay. I feel like I have a desire to do that.
Why would that be?
I'm just saying.
I would not be able to quantify the reason why you would have such feelings or desires. I know what happened. Behind my back, Doodle went and had some mustard on her food, and look at what happened to her. The curse. That's why her voice.
Let's blame it on that.
Yeah, it's fucking mustard, bro. Mustard. Just the idea is, you know what happens? This is why mustard is just bad for you. Absolutely. Rain G4 was good, fam. Razor Ultron was good, fam. Razor Rain G4 sliding through.
Sliding through, baby.
Oh, E ranks had a very important message. Reminder to the chat: not hitting the like button is a potential symptom of pony-itis. You got that
Let's
itis.
go.
You got that
Yes.
itis, that
Yes.
pony-itis indeed.
And you know
Thank you.
what happens? You can end up like this. Oh,
Yes.
oh dang,
Yes. Like, if
that's
you look in
rough.
the mirror and this is what you see, then clearly you're a pony, and if you wanna change that, you have to hit the like button and the
You
subscribe
gotta get
button.
started.
That's just the reality of the
Yes.
world for sure. The homie G Myers in the building. What's good,
G
fam?
Myers, welcome, baby.
What's going on? Um, where am I? I just saw something, and that's okay. Also, if you're half stepping in here, that's a pony tendency. Razor Ultron's
That
on point
is.
as well. He ain't
They
fucking
know.
around.
They already know.
The Hooded Canuck says, "Man, I just thought of something. Dragon Dogma 2 comes out in March. You know what you didn't think about? That Rise of the Ronin comes out the same day." Nobody's thinking about that game. Nobody. The only people who are thinking about that game still have a PlayStation 3, and they're confused as to why they can't buy it on their system. All right, that's what's happening right there. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Jacob Novik sent me a message. The quantum error people, babe. I don't know if you remember those losers who made a game for PlayStation 5 exclusively because they said the Series S can't handle it, and then it came out and it looked like a potato
Oh,
and it ran like a potato and it was a garbage game. Well, supposedly they took all that negative feedback and all that negative criticism and all the people saying just throw away your company because you guys are doo doo,
yeah.
and they said, let's double down and let's make another game
Oh,
called Quantum State,
got it.
which we can only assume is the same game, but bigger.
Well, it seems to me like they got slapped up with that pony powder,
Yeah, yeah. They hit that
and they're
pony powder hard.
following PlayStation's roadmap to
Yes.
Brokeland.
Yes. Yes. So pretty much like what they did was they took like, dog size shit of a game, which was Quantum Error, and then they said we're going to go full pony, and now they're taking pony size shits. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
it.
Like the
Yes,
the
yes.
gigantic ones that people look and think that they're like landmines because they're so huge. Um yeah, that's what they're
Square Enix style.
Square Enix style,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I think Quantum, I think, Jacob made a comment in the message to me, but yeah, I agree. I think they're angling to get purchased, which I don't if PlayStation were to ever buy them, that's when you know you just gotta throw in the fucking towel. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's where they are in life, where they're like, "This is the people we need to get," I think you just need to run away.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I
I
agree, bro.
mean, we've already backed away from PlayStation, cautiously, like, "Let's get out of here." Like, "Oh, I'm not running because I just wanna see if that new game came out and then, a miss." You know what I'm saying? Another game came out, "Oh, miss." So I'm just, like, backing up. But, like, if they go do something stupid like that, if you know Tropic Thunder, you never go full, and that's what they would have been doing at that
Yeah,
point.
I
So
get that, I get that.
they should just dig a hole and jump in it them damn selves. The homie, I'm
Might
breezy.
as
What's
well.
good, fam? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate
What's
you.
up, baby?
The homie,
Welcome.
big boy Mike
Let's
in the
go.
building.
What's
What's
up,
good,
fam?
fam? Bog McP says they late 4 minutes. Well, listen, you got to get used to us at this point, okay? We set a time that we want you guys to gather here, and then we get that we stumble in. Just always remember, okay? We have 6 kids. Okay, so we're shaking and baking, crashing right into this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Slide it through.
Listen, we're not like these other YouTubers who have all the time in the world where you see them, they do their thumbnail like 18 days in advance. Okay. We ain't got that time. All right. You guys are lucky we were able to set this up last night that I put a thumbnail together for you guys. Oh, Jesus. It's it's a good time. The homie East Side Vandal in
What's
the
up, baby?
building. What's good, fam? Uh, what do we got here? What do we got? Oh, the homie Avenge Ninja. What's good, my man? Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. How's it going, guys?
Thank you,
Going
baby.
on almost 100 days now. 100 days of you being the champion? Is that is
Yo.
that what you're
Oh,
is that what you're
damn.
referring to?
Oh, damn.
That's where he was like, "You know what? I gotta remind all these
Damn.
motherfuckers in here that if they step to me in the community blowout, they will
Holy
lose."
crap. Let's go. Listen.
I mean, it was pretty unprecedented.
Uh, cat.
Listen, what's it? Sean and Web
Right on.
Dave are the lightweight champions for our regular her, him, and a guest uh rapid fire round. And they have 21 points, and they had a minute to do it. Avenge Ninja during the community blowout, when we do our rapid fire battle royale with everybody who's on the panel, he got 16 in 30 seconds.
That's wild, bro.
Now, I don't know if it's crack or speed or what he be taking. Okay, but he was on fuego. Okay, on fuego. So salute to the champ. And you gotta give it to him for coming out here and just continuously letting everybody know
Yo, yo,
that the champ is
I have
here.
to say it's impressive for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. The homie smokes the ism.
Yo,
What's
what's
good,
up?
fam? Thanks for being here, brother. Thank you so
Thank you.
much, man, for that $5 super chat. Says, "What's up, C Money and
What's
Doodle?
up, baby?
Feel better soon, Doodle.
Oh,
Try
thank
some
you.
ginger tea."
Ginger, oh my gosh. I hate ginger,
Oh, snap.
but, like, it can't taste like if it's a ginger tea that doesn't taste like ginger,
Yeah,
then
it's just called
yes.
tea. It would just be tea. Now, I
Hit
did
me with
try to
another
help
one,
Doodle.
baby.
I
Something
did
else.
help Doodle's throat, but my
You
version
may
of
be the
it
cause, see
did
money.
not
You may
help, I would say. I would say that my version did not make it better. Apology.
thank you, though. I enjoyed it. We'll keep trying.
Oh, we'll keep trying for sure. We're not gonna let a little sore throat slow us down. Oh. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. The homie Go Pole was good, fam. Says spooky PlayStation graveyard. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yes.
indeed. Corey, no for life, man. Was good, my fam.
Listen,
Hopefully you're having a good
I'm
morning.
not saying he's a doctor, all right? But Big Boy Mike says that
Whiskey,
whiskey.
whiskey. Um
Dr. Mike in the
Dr.
building.
Mike, Dr. Mike in the building. The homie eats a vandal ass. So I don't feel like I've gotten a definitive answer yet, and I'm not a tech person.
All right, let's
Will
go, baby.
PlayStation 5 Pro be able to run GTA 6 at 60 FPS? So this is the thing. Any game can run at 60 FPS. It's just whether Rockstar or the developer chooses to do it and what they focus on. Rockstar has always released their games at 30 FPS. They just push the console to the max. So for instance, like Red Dead Redemption 2, you got a 1.8 teraflop or 1.1, 1.2 Xbox One that ran it at 30 FPS, and then the Xbox One X, which was, 4 times the power or almost 5 times the power, still ran it at 30 FPS. They just used the extra power to make it look better. We know the PlayStation 5 sucks donkey dick. So in order for the game to even get close to how it's going to look on the Series X, they're gonna need every ounce of that PlayStation 5 Pro to help it try to compete. So I would say no. I say it's gonna still be 30 FPS. But if you get the PlayStation 5 Pro, at least it'll look comparable to the Series X version. You know, because obviously we know what the games look like on Series X. See Hellblade 2? Come on, man. Come on. Let's just call it what it is. Right. But yeah, that's where I would say. Now the homie Corey for No for Life says, first of all, PlayStation Pro shit. I don't believe for a second. Even if it comes out, it won't have all this shit because it would cost $2,000. Sony already broke. So moving on. Facts. Let's just I mean, thank you for putting it out there. Let's call a spade a spade. Okay. If you are somebody who's looking at the PlayStation 5 Pro as a serious like selection for you, I gotta tell you, unless you're just a tech dude, like there's certain people like myself, not for this time, I won't be doing it. But in general, I've always been a tech person, which so I'll just like buy the new thing to have it, right? That's different. If you like to just spend your money on shit, fine. I will not be doing this for the PS 5 Pro. Again, one circumstance. They fucking show me Last of Us 3 running on that shit and it's like mind blowing, sure, fuck it. They got me. I love Last of Us. I love Naughty Dog. But outside of that, not fucking happening. So if you're looking at that, the only way it would make sense is if you're a pony dude. Did I call you? Did I say pony dude? Yeah, I did say pony dude. I guess that makes sense. So unless you're a pony dude who's like gonna play all your third party games on a PlayStation, right? That'd be the only way, right? Because if you're an Xbox dude, the Series X, way more than enough. And I saw it's funny because there's a whole bunch of mental gymnastics they're doing with the numbers. If I'm not mistaken, let me pull it up real quick because somebody dropped some bars and pretty much smacked up everything that they're trying to push with this. Here we go. Boom, right here. Let me grab this. I'm going to share it so we know we're all looking at the same thing. All right, go here, 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 and then I will add it here. Okay. So if you take a look, right, this guy completely nails it, right? So remember, 67 T flops the thing's gonna have, right? Um, but this gentleman here, Jake, got bars from him. All right. So um, Moore's Law, the guy who did it, said 67 T flops is dual issue FP16 or 33 T flops FP32, right? PlayStation 5 is 10 T flops FP32, right? But this is the shit that people don't get because when you read what they said, it lines up. RDNA 3 and up is a dual issue FP32. So whatever number that they show for 32 is in real world going to be the gaming performance of a 16 RDNA 2 T flops, which lines up much closer to the idea of the 45 to 50% more gaming performance number that they put out. So again, they're using the big numbers because they obviously now T-flops matter to the
I
ponies.
just yeah, because I just love how none of this matter if it's Xbox, right?
Yes, nothing would
Not
matter.
none of this matters. And this is the big deal for me, and it's so freaking frustrating, all right? Let's throw out all the Final Fantasies Fs. Um, this is the problem that I'm having. PlayStation has no games.
Mm,
Now we're focusing on the idea that PlayStation is releasing this powerful PlayStation 5 Pro. Like, this is now what we're going with? Now,
smoke
motherfuckers,
screens.
explain something to me. What fucking games are you gonna play on the PlayStation 5 Pro,
Mm,
right?
bars.
If the exclusive games, if the games that are from their developers are the ones that are gonna push the system, what are we doing here? They ain't got no games. So what
Baby.
the fuck are we gonna get a PlayStation 5 Pro for?
To play Minecraft and Call of
Apparently.
Duty and, I saw somebody mention the upgrade that they're doing to Pentiment. It's gonna be 480 frames per
Oh,
second.
holy shit.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
then go
yeah.
get it. Go get it.
Yeah, that's gonna be the most lifelike drawing ever known
I don't
to mankind.
understand. This is now so this is what we're pushing now.
Oh, yeah.
This is such a big deal. This is revolutionary, amazing. The next best thing. How about we focus on the fact that Xbox is releasing a ridiculous amount of games this year? How about
That's
we
the shit.
push that?
It's like, this is what ponies love. This is what ponies do. The ponies, they play Twitter, they play console sales, and they like to look at their console.
Apparently.
So they like to have it there and they just admire it.
Doesn't Pornhub run on, like, everything? Don't they have it
Well, I mean,
on
that's what the
PlayStation?
Pro is gonna do. It's gonna run Pornhub at unprecedented resolution, 8K.
I
That's why they're
understand
doing the
now.
8K.
Enjoy ponies.
Yeah, 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 that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing for sure. Uh, yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Gogo Pole has great beliefs in all of this as well. He says on top of this PS5 Pro that's gonna be so amazing, they also they bought Take-Two, they bought Honda, and GTA 6 is gonna be exclusive
Oh,
to the PlayStation
absolutely,
5 Pro.
absolutely.
Guys, man, it's so wild the way that these people move. It's ridiculous. Uh Why So Serious says PS5 Pro won't be much more powerful than that dog shit remake station. Facts. Agreed, 100%. The homie Maurice Branch in the building.
Maurice, good
What's good,
morning,
fam?
baby.
The homie Dark Angelic in the building.
Let's go.
What's good, homie? Says PS5 Pro is vaporware. Vaporware indeed. In effing deed. Snooky Jackson in the
I
building.
did it all for the Snooki. Said it
There you
right.
go. Still works. Still
Said it
sounds great.
right.
Love it. Love it. Love it. The
Dark
homie Dark
Angelic, thank you so much, baby.
Angelic. What's up, fam? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for that $2
Thank
super
you,
chat.
baby.
Says ginger plus turmeric plus lemon juice plus honey for Doodle.
Thank you, baby. But you just added another ingredient over there. Turmeric? Damn,
Turmeric.
that's
Turmeric?
that's a rough one.
Yeah. Plus ginger and lemon juice and honey. That's like a lot.
That's like
That's a
poison.
that sounds like
That sounds
that
like
sounds like a
like, "Are you
murder
trying to kill
attempt.
me, Dark
Is that a
Angelic?"
murder attempt? The fucking Dark Angelic? What is happening here? What is happening? Uh, Varun Kai Spy. What's good,
What's
fam?
up, baby?
Thank you for being here. Says get her some honey tea ASAP. So see, that sounds a little more less threatening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Less like they're trying to take you down. I thought everybody loved you, Doodle.
I love you guys. Thank you for
Big
rocking
boy
with us.
Mike, thank you, my brother, for being
Thank you,
here. Thank you for that
baby.
$2 super chat. We got to get into Fortnite. ASAP Rocky
Yes.
says, Doodle having no games is genius.
Apparently,
Yo, I still can't believe
apparently.
that shit, man. I
That's
still
wild.
can't believe that shit. That's the narrative that they literally want to spin. But good, yo, listen, I gotta tell you, you know, who was the last person I just said that brought it up? Or was it you, baby? I think it was you who just brought it up. But
With
you got to say these ponies and they're in the media, they're fucking geniuses. They are
yo, I'm
fucking
gonna
genius.
tell
Like
you,
if Xbox had these people,
marketing out there? Oh my
Xbox would be the
god.
number one brand in the fucking world because they know how to fucking take over any narrative and spin that shit to
I
the
wouldn't
fucking like
be
Disney.
surprised if Phil is like, "Yo, let's hire some ponies.
I feel
Let's
like they
hire
have
some
to. I feel like they
ponies
have to at this point.
and see what
How
they
do
can
you
do."
how do you literally have announcements out in the open saying we have no games for a minimum year and a half? Minimum. No first party games of any relevance of
Genius.
any type
Genius.
of excitement, right? Have people tell you that that's genius, spread the word how genius it is, and then talk about or leak
A new
the idea
console
of a new piece of hardware
to run games.
after quite
It's not a vacuum,
literally
guys. It's not a
PlayStation VR 2 piece of hardware dead, dead. PlayStation Portal hardware dead,
dead.
dead. And now they're going to show us that the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be so much more powerful, supposedly, right? And somehow the idea of a new console with 0 games
It's
is
genius.
genius. Now, again, I'm not talking
Amazing.
about a new console generation, right? Where there's going to be new innovation. We're talking literally upscaling the current games that they couldn't. Let's be clear, PlayStation 5, the regular one, is dog shit. Okay. They can't get to 4K without massive sacrifices.
It tries
And
to blow up, burn down your house,
it's wild. It's wild. So all they're gonna do is try to finally get to 4K in some type of consistent manner. But even then,
which
you're
who
it's gonna
knows
be
the
so much
consequences
exactly.
that would be.
It's gonna be so much more money, and it's not gonna do shit for anyone. What a joke. What a joke. But
Listen,
it's the new but it
this is
completely covers the no game conversation,
absolutely.
right? Like that's
It's just it's crazy. I always say other people's opinion of you is none of your business. And normally that's because people love to talk shit. But I just feel like the media's opinion of PlayStation is none of our business.
Yeah, seriously,
'Cause
they're
that's just a
clowns.
load of shit.
They're clowns, bro.
It's
They're
fucking
clowns.
wild, the things that they're willing to do and say. I just can't wait for their CEO, TJ Kaki, to come out here and shut this shit
That's
down.
exactly the name. Damn. The
Just
perfect
shut it the fuck
execution.
down, you know what I'm
Perfect
saying?
execution.
Shut these bitches up.
Shut these bitches down indeed. Uh, the homie
Big
Big
boy
Boy
Mike,
Mike,
back to back. Thank you,
back
baby.
to back, my brother. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Says Pornhub will run at 120 frames per second on PlayStation 5 Pro. Oh my god. You ain't
Back
wrong,
to
Big Boy Mike.
wait,
There's some crazy shit. There's some crazy shit.
Pony's at the hospital.
The homie Scott the gamer dude says Doodle been yelling at CMoney too much, losing voice. I
Not
mean,
at
she been yelling.
not at C-Money.
She been yelling indeed, but probably not the way you're inferring. The homie Django 6, man. Thank you, brother, for being here, man. I appreciate you. And Scarlet Scarab was good,
What's up,
fam.
baby?
Thank you so much for being here,
Thank
homie.
you.
Appreciate you, man. Uh, General Spartan 27 was good, fam. Thank you for being here, man.
Good morning.
Listen, um, honestly, this whole thing is just it's just wild when you really think about what what this would mean for PlayStation to come out and
Look at this,
say
look at
some
this.
dumb shit.
No, sir.
Keep it PG, motherfuckers. Listen, we said nothing that was
Questions, sir. Yeah, we're just
what
being
did we
asked.
say? What did we say? All right, what did we say? I don't know. Sounds like, you know what I'm saying? Keep the mind out the gutter.
Keep the mind out the gutter.
Oh, Hooded Canuck says loving the background for
Oh,
Morning Quest.
thank you.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, we I don't know if you noticed
Let's
obviously some
go.
changes, but I changed the sides. Okay. So now we're actually in the where she
Now you
is
can
to
point
me.
properly.
She's that way.
Yes.
So now that makes more sense. And yeah, I figure, we're Morning Quest. Um, we
Quest it up.
slaying these motherfuckers, so we're ready to go. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? We suited up, it's a good time. So thank you for enjoying it.
Yes.
Um, did we already read this one, or is this somebody else bringing this up? Why so serious? Mustard on corned beef is the best. I think no, I think we're reading it again, but
I think he's
goddamn,
doubling down.
he's doubling down.
Yes.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Um, look at this E ranks. They don't know. See what's happening? Breaking. I have 4 sources who have confirmed Doodle has lost her voice after repeatedly screaming at C-Money to stop eating monsters straight from the bottle. Yo, that would never ever even be possible. Okay, it
It's not
literally could
possible.
not happen. Ozzy
That's
fan
not
80 was
possible.
good, fam. Thank you for being here, homie. Whoop whoop kid in the
Whoop, whoop.
building.
Let's go.
Oh shit. Whoop whoop kid says, how do y'all like Stalker? I have it on novice and it's still hard as hell. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for sure. But it's dope. Like I played it a little bit. I'm I enjoyed it. And I think it feels a little dated, but I'm really looking forward to the next one. Like that's what it's kind of what I'm doing. Like I did that one. Obviously, I did it to support them. But I wanted to play it just to get a feel because I never played the original, and playing that one got me pumped for
Yeah, I think it
Stalker
was
2.
it was genius for them to go ahead and release these games
Yeah,
before
absolutely.
the new one comes out.
Yeah, it just made a whole bunch of sense. But yeah,
And
so
at a
we
price that is almost like, why not? You know what I mean?
exactly, agreed, 100%. And what was the other one? Dragon's Dogma. That one we got on sale, um, just a little while ago, for the first one, and that's also a game that did not, play before, and gotta tell you, man, I got hooked, loved it, but this is where I am with it. Dragon Dogma 2 is, I think, too close for me to try to finish this one. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't
Yeah,
wanna be so like, all Dragon Dogma, and then part 2 comes out, and I'm like, like, it's dope, but I'm like, "I just played this." You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to detox from it.
Yeah, like,
I hear
I
you.
don't wanna feel like I have to wait a while to play part 2 because I just played part 1 and wanna have some space. So, I played it for a little while. I think I'm just gonna let it be like that because I played enough of it that shows me that I'm in. I love it. I have Doodle in there with me. She's out there kicking some ass. It's beautiful. It's really a fun game. I love, the way the combat in there, the way you go in, like, these monsters that look so huge and crazy, but you run up to them, you jump on them and just start messing them up. Like there was one with a tail, and I jumped on the tail and started cutting it until I cut off the tail. Like that shit was dope. And there was like this big ass creature with like I think it was like like six heads or snakes, like three snake heads or something like that. And you jump on it and you like hold it on, you're just like cutting it, and you like eventually chop off their heads. Yo, it's so sick. It's so sick. That shit is dope. Like, I can't
Yeah,
believe I did not play that game back then, but back then I wasn't, like, into it. Looked like a Souls type game to me, and I feel like, Elden Ring really kind of got me into that, like, ability where I'm open to those type of games, you know what I'm saying? So, I definitely now going back, I'm like, "Yo, fucking money." Like, I kinda still wanna play, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still wanna play it. When does, Dragon Dogma 2 come out? I gotta pre-order that
I
shit.
don't know.
I I definitely wanna pre-order it. Let me know in the chat when that
It's
shit
out
come
for
out.
pre-orders already.
Yeah, Dragon Dogma 2, yeah. I wanna pre-order it just because there has to be some type of little perk, right? I think they do something if you pre-order it. Verg Brizzle, what's good, fam?
What's up?
Thank you for being here, homie. What are you talking about? Look, C-Meyer says C-Money has mustard tint in his glasses. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. John Bond Zombie,
What's
what's
up,
good, fam? Thank you
John?
for being here.
Welcome, babe.
Says it's financially impossible that the PlayStation 5 Pro could have a 4080. They are $1,500 to $2,000. Yeah, I mean, those prices are obviously at a much
Inflated.
smaller
Yeah,
scale. Um,
but
a
still,
company like PlayStation, if they were making millions of these things, then they could get it at a much better price, but at the same time, it still be
it's
high,
still yes,
but
absolutely.
they're not gonna make that many.
Remember when we got slapped up with the $600 because of the Blu-ray player? That was not a smooth transition for anybody to be like, "Oh, well, yeah, well, now the systems are $600, right?" We've
Facts.
grown, accustomed to it, but, I mean, for a system that has no games to slap us up with a higher price tag, I mean, come on, talk about having to prove yourself.
Yeah, and I mean, in a world that exists where Hiroki Totogi is so caught up
That's
on,
not his
like,
name.
margins. Sorry, Hiroki Gotoku? Is that what it was? Sorry, yeah, I gotta put the
Chaka
accent.
chaka.
Oh, okay, that was the better one, for sure. I just don't think he's looking at this saying, "Yeah, it makes a lot of sense for us to have put extra power in a box for games that don't exist." Like, he doesn't even want them to spend the money necessary to take advantage of the PlayStation 5. Like, do we understand? Like, do we all like, are we all on the same page here of understanding?
That's where I'm at, like, I'm thinking of these games that were worked on that were just flat out canceled because they don't wanna support the games, right? And you're telling me that, "Oh, this tech is going to a PlayStation Pro?" Like, how does that make sense? Like, are we getting the correct specs? Are we getting duped with the box as well? Like, and where's the money coming from if you can't even support the games for the PlayStation 5?
That's the biggest concern, right? Like, where, like, financially, again, you just gotta call a spade, right? Like, the reality of what they've done is they've shown us that they made investments in tech for the PlayStation 4 generation, right? They made their Spider-Man, they made their God of War, right? They made all the foundational games that are the games that they're rocking off of now, right? Which is Ghost of Tsushima, I don't even know after those 3 games. I would say The Last of Us, um, but they went ahead and for the PlayStation 5 exclusive version of them, they're literally just reusing that tech. PlayStation 4 tech is the foundation of what they're doing in the PlayStation 5 generation so
So
far.
so let's see what's being brought to the table. Obviously, not their games, right? Unless their
Oh,
mentality, and I mean, this is the only thing that makes a little bit of sense to me. I thought of Call of Duty, right? And like, okay,
what?
well, let's release this so we can say that Call of Duty runs well on our box if you get the Pro.
Well, you
Like,
gotta remember
I I
Xbox
I don't yes,
Xbox
I know
is
they're
the owner, so all they gotta do is be like, "Nah, we're keeping this, we have to keep it all the same." Remember, Sony? You said all the same. So they'll just keep it the same. They're not gonna get any special treatment for having a, pro
if
version.
they are trying to pull any type of bullshit, I need Phil to get a little dirty and, come out here and be a little nasty and a little more straight up when it comes to who he's talking to and what he's talking about when it comes to these ponies.
Facts. Facts. And I just think that that's I just think that that's the reality of what's gonna have to happen, because you can't this is the thing, they would have to be smoking so much crack for Xbox to take the first Call of Duty that is in their marketing, okay, under their marketing, their first Call of Duty going into Game Pass to then turn around and market that the PlayStation 5 Pro version, which I still don't even believe is gonna come out, but that the PlayStation 5 Pro version is the best way to play, outside of PC. Like, that would be asinine. Like, that would be the stupidest fucking thing that Xbox could ever do. So, like, that can even that doesn't even resonate in my head. That they would have to have they would have had taken so much pony powder to do that. Crazy.
Listen, we just can't trust the media and the bullshit that they're gonna try to push out there.
You know what's also crazy?
What?
The fact that they announced that they're scaling back their numbers for how many consoles are gonna be sold, right? So they reduced the number. So if they're reducing the number of consoles sold the same year a new console is coming out, what the fuck does that mean? Like, how does that make sense? How do you say, yo, we got this dope ass console that's gonna release, it's gonna be so amazing, but we're gonna sell way less PlayStations this year?
Because listen, they don't even wanna sell them. They ain't trying to. That's the new genius move. You guys, no games. We're not trying to sell the box. I mean, come on. Talk about a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
When a chicken Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is it's just stupid. Look, even Razer Ultron, man, jumping right into it, says, "Seen ponies claiming that the PlayStation 5 Pro GPU is equivalent to an RX 7700 or RTX 3080. How are they going to include a 400 plus GPU in the console and it costs $700 or less?" They're not. They're not. They're not. That's the bullshit, right? Like, this is the thing. If your whole bet is using AI scaling, right? AI scaling to get you to these higher performance bars, there's no difference of the performance that you can do if you use the same AI scaling that Xbox is doing on there and the machine learning and the AI that they're going to be having. There's there's no difference. It's all the same shit. So I don't they physically can't sell you a box that is going to cost that much and take a loss. They can't. And I can tell you right now, $700 for a 3080 level, GPU plus all the other shit that they say is in this, PlayStation 5 Pro. There's no way that
Everything
they
is
sell
in
at
there.
that price and
It's
make a
it's
bunch of money.
technically a PC.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
the best one out there.
The best one out there.
Yeah, for sure, for
But I
sure.
mean, there's no way. There's no way. They would have to sell it for more to be making money. And again, They're not in this for slivers of margin.
No.
Totoki is already out there saying that their margins are shit. So
And
why
that
would
they're
they
gonna
release?
find a way
Yes,
to go ahead and bring that money in at any cost. I tell you right now, at any fucking cost.
facts.
They're taking a pause from their games to figure their shit out. They're putting games everywhere. So, I mean, come on. I know, I get it. The ponies are swallowing it all up. Enjoy.
Enjoy indeed. The Arcane was good, man. Thank you for being here, brother.
What's up,
Appreciate you.
baby?
Rangy Force says ponies on cocaine. Yes, they do be. The homie Jacob Novik says PS5 Pro will be stronger than a 4080, even if one 4080 is more than $1,000, and two PCs will always be superior to consoles, no matter how powerful consoles get. These are just facts, but this is pony logic at its finest, right?
Yeah.
They start believing shit and they just run with it. Like, for all intents and purposes, they are treating this PlayStation 5 Pro, okay, as if it's a new generation of console. Again, they have no games coming out.
No games.
No games,
No games.
0 games. How pumped can you be talking about buying a console that has 0 fucking games to take advantage of it?
Exactly, and this is why you gotta turn around and say, "I have no fucking respect for you spineless bitches out there acting as if this is a win, instead of
Facts,
fucking questioning why the fuck are we getting a new system if you haven't delivered for the one we already have? Stop
facts.
being a bitch.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Stop talking shit on Twitter and start asking the right fucking questions.
100%.
You dumb motherfuckers. This is why I have no respect. No respect.
It's true, man. It's true. It's just it blows my mind that they go ahead and they honestly, like, believe their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they hype themselves up off of this shit because they're so desperate to get a W, right? Like, understand, when you think of that phrase, "Oh, how the king has fallen," or something like that. There's, like, some type of phrase like that, right? How
Yeah.
the mighty have fallen, or like, PlayStation people used to be riding high. They used to have so much shit to talk about,
Which,
even
by the
though
way, most of it was
it was
bullshit, but
always bullshit. It was always bullshit.
because PlayStation was dominating out there, it was like, "Okay, well, you gotta put up with the shit that they say. Not
Yeah,
anymore,
because there was
bitches.
always something
The
to kind
narrative
of
has
talk about.
changed."
The narrative is completely changed, and let's call it what it is, right? Basically, from the end of 2020 to now, so 3 years, almost 3.5 years, Xbox went from Xbox just trying to put out their games that they just bought these studios and just got the first, just getting their first party really amping up from having really nothing, to having a good amount of studios to be competent in the industry and be competitive with other game, manufacturers. I'm sorry, the other manufacturers of consoles, right? They were going to be competitive, but then come 2021, or the end of 2020, when they bought Bethesda and threw the gauntlet down, right? That changed everything, right? Because at that time, remember, Google was still here trying to make something happen with Stadia. But when Xbox went ahead and said, "You know what? We're done dipping our toes in the pool. We're done. We're jumping straight into the deep end. We're just
We're
going
going
to
for
go
that quest.
all in." And they spent almost $8 billion to buy Bethesda. They showed the entire industry that when you have the type of money that Microsoft has, you get to decide when the narrative changes. And that's exactly what they did. Google ran away so fast, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
But on top of that, they doubled, tripled, 10 time down on the fact that they bought Bethesda by then going and buying ABK. And buying ABK has shifted the entire landscape of gaming. Because up until now, there has never been a first party platform with so much power. If you watch the CNBC interview that they did with, about PlayStation with Jim Ryan and Sean Layden, you hear them talking about, back in the day and all this stuff, right? And one of the things that Sean Layden said, which shows me that even being away from PlayStation, he still sniffs the PlayStation pony powder, right? He goes and says that, well, PlayStation was never about their first party, right? They had it, but they were never about that life.
No,
It
no.
always was about their third party relations, right? So understand, all of you ponies, your man, the leader at the time, now he's not, but he was your leader, came out here and let you guys know that those first party games that you amp up, that you think are so amazing and glorious, they never meant shit to PlayStation in the way you think they did. Okay, they did it as a look at us, we're supporting our platform, but third party was their most important. That's what they say. This is what they claim, right?
No, this is what they claim now.
This is what they claim now, right?
Yes.
But understand that back then, no one has had the power. The only people who had the power, the same way I would say that Microsoft now has the power, is Nintendo. Nintendo's first party defines that console, okay? Xbox is in a similar situation now for different reasons, right? Nintendo makes every important game that they have on their console, okay? That's just what they do. Everything that matters on Nintendo's platform is made by Nintendo. Everything else is just dressing. Xbox is not doing that. Third party is still obviously still there, but they have positioned themselves to where they own every significant game that has the majority of the mind share out there. Okay. Minus just a few. What comes to mind? Grand Theft Auto, right? That's one game that if they were to get that, would be crazy. Fortnite is the other game.
Oh, I want them to
Roblox
buy
is another
Fortnite
game.
so bad.
The
I want them to get
outside of
Epic.
Yeah, I really feel like they should just buy it.
Yeah.
I don't see I feel like that's Microsoft's plan. I feel like they are purchasing everything
Yeah, the
that
pillars.
matters.
Yes,
And Call of Duty
absolutely.
was the biggest mountain to climb.
Yep.
Once they did that, there is nothing. I'm telling you right now, you can think whatever you want, you can cope with it however you want. But Microsoft now has the ability to purchase anyone they want. If they want Take Two, they can buy Take Two. Why? Simple. They're not going to make Grand Theft Auto um, exclusive.
No.
Doesn't make any sense. They're not going to make NBA 2K exclusive. Doesn't make any sense. They're not going to make the next football game that they're working on over there. That's not the complete simulation. They're not going to make that exclusive. So purchasing Take Two, all that does is gives Take Two a stable foundation that they can continue to do what they do, and it gives Xbox gamers access to all of these games day and date into Game Pass. That's what it does. So there's no regulator who's going to stop them. They can go buy Take Two, and then they could turn around and buy Epic. Now, how can they buy Epic? Simple. Epic makes nothing but Fortnite and other games like it, like Rocket League and Fall Guys,
Fall
right?
Guys, yes, which
All games that will always and forever be multi-platform. Now you might say, but they have a store on PC. They have a shit little store that's probably at the same level as Microsoft Store. Steam is still the overwhelming, popular platform over there. So they can easily purchase Epic and get those games in there. Now, when you think about something like Fortnite, what benefit does it have? Well, maybe if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you have their crew membership for Fortnite automatically, or you get a discounted rate. There's plenty of benefits, but to Microsoft, it's about the clout of saying, "We own Call of Duty, we own Minecraft, we own Fortnite, we own Grand Theft Auto, we own everything that you desire and everything you play on a daily." That is where they are going with this. That is why they spent $80 billion to acquire ABK. That's why they spent $8 billion to acquire Bethesda, and that's why they spent all that money. They bought those smaller studios in 2018 and 2019. They are building an empire that could never be toppled, and they cannot be stopped because even owning those games is not a monopoly. They try to throw that word out there. Oh, it's a monopoly. There's no monopoly involved when all those games equal how many games? Like 5 games, right, of importance? Fortnite, Rocket League, Fall
That
Guys,
are popping,
Grand Theft
yes.
Auto, NBA, what else? A couple of other sports games. Like, that's not a monopoly. There's thousands of games released. Thousands. When as a studio or as a company, you're only releasing 10 to 20 games a year, when thousands of games have been released that year, that's not a monopoly. It's impossible. Okay, it's impossible. Microsoft has carte blanche. They could do whatever they want. Sega, we already know they're on deck. Square, we already know that at some point in time, even though we don't think they
They'll
need to do it,
listen,
I think Phil's a bitter bitch. I think he is. I think he's low key bitter as fuck. He was out here when you guys were crying about the 4 games that were gonna go. He's over here playing Diablo 4, letting y'all know, listen, shut up. Diablo 4 is coming in a Game Pass in March 28th. All right.
stop
I'm
your
playing it.
bullshit.
Look at
Yep.
it. This is just the reality. It's just the reality of what
I
it
would
is.
listen, I would be petty as fuck. I feel like they tolerated as much as they could with the bullshit with PlayStation, and they said, "All right, well, now let's do it on our terms, and let's see what the fuck happens to you." These motherfuckers still don't know what's going on. They don't know. They
They
don't know what
don't.
to do. They don't know what to do.
They really don't. They
They
really
don't.
don't. And it's crazy because that all gets ignored. The ponies, they brush that shit under the rug.
The
They don't.
media, motherfuckers,
The media
that
is
is the
crazy.
problem. 'Cause listen, the ponies can go out there and bark all they want. It's those dumbass fucking articles out there, and that's the
100%.
reality.
100%. And you start to think to yourself, how is it that they think that this could last? Right? And I'm talking about the ponies in the media. How long do they think they have where they can sit there and keep trying to prop up a company
That
that
is
is
dying.
dying? It is
That is
dying
dying.
factually. Like, this is not a, again, I know, listen, in the scale of dollars, they still have a lot of money. Yes. Yes,
Yes,
as a
when
living in that
motherfuckers have
box.
to pin their games, when they can't finish a game and release it because they can't afford what's to come, when they know that they need gas games and they go ahead and invest, and they said, "Fuck it, fuck the investment, we can't come through for it." When you're getting fucking sued, when your
Facts.
stocks are down, get the fuck out of here. I don't care how
Yep.
much money you have. The fact that you are unable to deliver freaking games and you're a video game company and you can't deliver them because you can't afford them, don't fucking tell me you're not in trouble.
Well, babe, you nailed it. That's 100% what the issue is. And, like, this is the thing. This is why I said that Microsoft purchasing Bethesda and ABK has shifted the landscape, okay? It changed everything.
It
Pre
changed
that
everything. This is PlayStation's fault, though.
well, I mean, yes and no. They couldn't afford it no matter
They
what.
couldn't afford it?
They couldn't afford to make those
Dude,
moves to matter.
listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, yes, Phil made the moves. This was a motherfucking master plan. It's not done yet. So
Of
wait,
course.
take several seats and watch it play out,
Facts.
right?
Absolutely.
But had they played nice, this would never happen.
Well, they would have had more assurances for sure. But
Absolutely.
they forced the hand, right?
They
They
forced
did
the hand.
they tried to make every game exclusive using their size and power. And
Don't
again,
come crying to me, bitches. Don't come crying.
before Bethesda, before ABK, yes, there's no PlayStation's not in trouble. Okay? Before Bethesda, before ABK, PlayStation is not in trouble. You just look at it and you say, "Wow, it's a slow year." Okay? It's a slow year. That's the way this would have came off if Microsoft never bought Bethesda or ABK. Okay. The reason that PlayStation is fucked is that they cannot compete with the amount of games that Xbox will be putting out year in and year out. This is the foundational problem that PlayStation now has that they cannot rectify with their current cash flow. It cannot be rectified. You cannot fix this. PlayStation cannot fix this. Even if they announce tomorrow that we're getting Ghost of Tsushima 2 by the end of this year, great. You got one game,
Then
1
what?
month
Then
that
what?
people are gonna talk about, and then it's
What's up?
gone. Xbox has over 10 ga understand that as we go further into this year, okay, we now kinda get the idea that May is going to be the pop off, right? For the rest of this year. So from May to the end of this year, we're going to have over 10 first party releases. Major big things that people are going to stop and stare at. Okay. This is real shit. 10. Like people are forgetting that Starfield is going to have Shattered Space come out. That's going to be huge. Huge. There's just so much, and there's so much that we don't even know. Now, that's from May to the end of this year. Even if they had Ghost of Tsushima 2 coming out, it would not compete. You cannot take one game
Put it
and
against
put it
over 10
against
fucking
10.
games. Go ahead.
You can't.
Let's see that fight play out.
You can't. You can't. We're not talking 10 little games. We're talking about 10 games, at least half of them big. At least half huge. Okay? You cannot compare. Now, again, you go into next year. We know that they don't have Ghost of Tsushima coming out this year. They have nothing. So at least until the middle of next year, they don't have anything of any consequence. So you take next year, we already have major titles, major names of games coming out from South of Midnight, Fable. We have no idea about any of the ID. So is Doom coming out next year? We have so many games that we know for sure are coming. State of Decay 3, Perfect Dark. Guys, so many that are coming. Even if Ghost of Tsushima is coming out next year, or Venom is coming out next year, or Venom
More
and Ghost of
Spider-Man.
Tsushima,
More Spider-Man.
more Spider-Man, right? More Spider-Man. Even if those games are coming out next year, there is literally no way to take those games and put them up against the onslaught of games that are coming. This is unprecedented.
This is a massacre, baby.
It is a
It's a
massacre.
fucking massacre.
Xbox has been set up to dominate. Again, do not forget the importance of Call of Duty this year going day and date into Game Pass. Getting the marketing back to market Call of Duty. You are going to see 360 levels of dominance, the Xbox 360 era level of dominance, but at a scale that has not been seen because they're going to be able to do so much that is there's no way for there to be any air left in the room to try to make it as if Xbox is not going to dominate. Jesse B just putting it out there for us. You got Indiana Jones, Ara, Avowed, Hellblade 2, Towerborn, Starfield DLC, Diablo 4 DLC, Zao, Stalker 2, and that's at the least.
At
That's
the
just the
least.
minimum.
Now I think we made we put out a tweet. I think it was UC Money about the PlayStation Pro. And a motherfucking pony had the audacity to go ahead and say that we, the Xbox community, are gonna have a rough couple of years. Okay. You guys hear what I said? A rough couple of years. Now, this is just, that's at least, Jesse B, thank you, baby. At least. All right? These games this year. You're right. We're not going
That
to know where to find the fucking time to play all these games. But at
it's
least
crazy.
we won't be debating to whether or not we should get the Pro, right? Spend $700
Yo,
to look at it.
facts. Facts. So
Guys,
real quick,
I wanna shout out real quick. I wanna thank you guys for rocking with us. Guys, if you can please hit the like button, share the link, that'll be amazing. I wanna shout out everyone over on Twitter. We have over
yeah.
430 people rocking with us today.
So we have 430
Thank you
people
so
total
much.
right now watching us, which is amazing.
Absolutely.
We have over 260 of those people are watching on Twitter right now.
Thank you,
That's
guys.
wild. Thank you guys. Make sure you chat. We can see it in the chat. I'm pretty sure we could see it when you chat over on Twitter. If not, feel free to come over on YouTube and chat in here. But guys, thank you all so much. We appreciate you all. So dope of you guys to rock with us. So I listen again when you think about God, it's crazy because PlayStation has had third party exclusives, right? That came and they came and they went, right? So the next one up is Rise of the Ronin. And everybody here seems to be in agreeing here, agreeing with me, agreeing with us. The Arcane says Rise of the Dead, Rise of the Dead. Oh shit. You see what
Technically,
I changed the name.
technically.
Might as well have been. Rise of the Ronin is dead, especially after those previews. 100%. It's a nothing burger. Gone. What a waste. I knew it. Fun fact, I've been saying it since the very first time
You
I saw
have.
it. But everybody, especially Xbox dudes, going out and defending, oh, Rise of the Ronin looks great. No, it really doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. But I understand you got a PlayStation 5, and in your heart, you're saying, I gotta find a reason, right? Just give me a reason, right? Just that's what
Just
they're
a
doing. They
little
just need
bit's
something
enough.
to go ahead and play their shit. I get it. Hooded Canuck says Rise of the Ronin, RIP day one. Facts. It's just what it is, man. I'm
PlayStation
breezy.
5 Pro, dead before arrival.
Dead before arrival. Facts. The homie I'm
RIP.
breezy. Yeah, RIP indeed. Says, keep up your hard work. Best
Thank you.
podcast to listen to. Enough said. Blessings. I'm breezy.
Thank you,
Thank you, my brother.
baby. Thank you so
Appreciate you,
much.
man. And that Gojo, so dope.
I know. Oh my gosh,
Still
did you
feel.
hear about the movie? Let me know.
Yeah, aren't they doing something with it?
They are. They're gonna take that fight scene, they're gonna clean it all up. Remember, they were going through some troubles, and they're gonna go ahead and do a release,
Gotcha,
theatrical
gotcha.
release. I'm so
Oh
excited
yeah,
for
they're
it.
gonna actually make it look good now, right? Because
Yes. They
they
had
made
some
it all
problems
crappy.
going on, yes.
Yeah, I feel that. The homie Inside Vandal, man, thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you
Thank
so
you, baby.
much. Says PlayStation 5 is holding the PlayStation 5 Pro back. The PlayStation 5 is a potato. Yo, those are facts. Those are just bars at this point, 100%. Taylor Parker was good, fam. I see you, homie. The homie Razor Ultra says
What's up,
you guys
baby?
should change the name of this to On Point for Real Gamers. Yo, dead ass. Dead ass, man. Um Jaggle6 says the PlayStation 5 Pro will only be utilizing an AI upscaler for the graphics, nothing really new or innovative. Facts. 100%.
What's gonna
Why
be
so
new is that price tag. That's it.
100%,
That's what they're gonna
100%.
get you.
The homie Why So Serious says broke back Sony can't afford it. No, because we do know that Sony lives over on Brokeback Mountain.
Yes.
100%. 100%. Um Jaggle 6, I read this before, but I wanted to say, "See Money and Doodle, I have 5." I know what you mean. Jago has 5 kids. We have 6. He knows. He understands.
You get it, you get it.
Absolutely.
Congrats, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Taylor says PlayStation will finish like Sega. No one will buy this crap PlayStation 5 Pro. Yo, those are true, man. Those are true. The homie Big Boy
Sega must
Mike,
be
man.
enjoying the shit out of this, right?
I know. They love it. They love it. They for sure
They
love it.
must.
The homie Big Boy Mike, man. Thank you, my
Thank you
brother, for
so
being
much.
here. Thank
Back
you.
to back, baby.
Back
To
to back to
back.
back to back.
Let's
Thank you, my
go.
brother, with that $2 super chat says, "C Money, remember, COD may not come to Xbox."
Oh, you're
Yo,
right.
that rumor
Damn.
was crazy. These people were cracked
Well,
out,
listen,
bro.
I
Cracked out.
know that in their mind, Phil was like, "I wanna buy ABK, but not to put Call of Duty on Xbox.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
need to think bigger. We need to be geniuses.
We
We
have to
gotta
think like
get that
Sony.
shit
What
on
would Sony
PlayStation."
do?
Yes, PlayStation exclusive. That's it.
Because that's what we know.
That's why they bought it.
We know that's what Xbox does. They sit there and they say, "What does Sony do? How can we copy them?" Ah, that's wild. Homie Jonas the dad, my
Jonas the
man, man.
Dad,
Thank you for being
welcome,
here,
baby,
player.
and thank
Thank you
you.
so much for that $2 super chat. Says Doodle sounds like Sony lineup. Weak and almost gone. Oh, my baby. She sounds
What a
amazing.
jab.
She sounds amazing, Jonas
Thank
the
you,
dad.
baby. Thank you.
Listen, that's a beautiful voice.
Not weak at all.
Not weak.
Trust me, I've had a lot of
Actually,
fun.
we did have a lot of fun. Actually, what is weak is if any other podcaster you know and follow sounded like Doodle right now, they would be home saying, I can't podcast today. Okay. I'm not feeling good. Fucking Doodle is the strongest bitch out here.
Thank you,
All
baby.
right. She don't take
Thank
no
you.
shit from nobody. And even not feeling great, she's still up here
Thank
doing
you.
what she do, talking her shit.
Thank you, Dark Angelic.
Doodle
Doodle
sounds
sounds like
like Demi Moore. Oh, Demi Moore? Oh, man. I haven't heard that name.
it's been a
Scott the Gamer
minute.
Dude is definitely, old like us
Oh,
because
I
I
love
haven't
that
heard.
controller.
Yeah, that looks
Oh
dope.
my god, you get it, right? It's mustard.
God damn it, Scott. Did
Mustard.
you order a mustard controller? God, that's
Mustard
not
just for you, C
not
Money.
nice. Not
Just for you.
nice. Stanley Francois was good, fam.
What's
Thank you
up,
for being
baby?
here. Um, Jacob Nova said, "Did you see that Colin interviewed Jez Corden? Jez shouldn't even look at that motherfucking asshole." Well, everybody's different. Like these people, like they're in the media, they don't care. They gotta get eyes on them for every single direction they can. So Jez is just doing what's best for him and Windows Central, I guess. I don't know why Windows Central would benefit from Colin's channel, but I mean, I guess they do have Defining Duke, which is, Cogs and Mr. Matty Plays, which is an Xbox show that they have. So maybe, I don't know. Dark Angelic
It is what
says,
it is, though. People have they do whatever they wanna do.
yeah, man, they gotta
At the end
live.
of the day, it is what it
They
is.
gotta live their best lives,
Yes,
however
absolutely.
however that means. The homie Dark Angelic
What's up, baby?
says, if this console is released, it'll sell to a niche market, but it's going to disappoint in sales. Nobody will buy that console for $600+ for no games. Well, this is you just hit the nail on the head right there. But this is the double-edged sword that's going to come with that, because since no one's going to buy it, do you really honestly think that developers are going to spend any reasonable amount of time actually going ahead and trying to placate this new system? No. No, they're not. They're not. They're not gonna do it. It it's not gonna
I
justify the extra
listen, at the
cost.
end of the day, anyone who's stupid enough to sign a contract with PlayStation, I mean, you get what you get.
Facts.
You get what you get. I had so much fun making and listen, because you get what you get, I had so much fun making that video we made yesterday about Final Fantasy. That shit was a
Yes,
blast.
that was a fun video. That's the last video you made before your voice started going. But yes, that was a great video. If you didn't see it, watch it,
Gotta check it
because
out.
it just shows you, like, history repeats itself, and Sony is just they're on that hamster wheel. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to do the same thing nonstop, and they're not getting better. This panel was good, fam.
Let's
Thank you
go,
for being here,
baby.
homie.
Shop guys, Boricua in the
Guys, I gotta
house.
tell you, this is wild.
Let's
Shout out to
go.
the over
Oh my
550
gosh.
people watching us right now. 560
Thank
people
you
watching us right
guys.
now, with almost 400 of those people over on Twitter.
Coming in,
Damn, that's
guys.
crazy. Chat with us, fam. Put it in there. Let's fucking hear you. That's super dope. Um, but definitely, thanks for rocking with us. Oh, Becca, what's good, fam?
In the building. Welcome, baby.
Becca in the building.
Let's
Oh,
go.
shit, I didn't read it, but I mean, I read it. It says, "What happened to your voice, Doodle?" She's not feeling great. She's not feeling great, but she's a champ. She's here rocking. She don't fucking take no shit from nobody. Just remember that. The next time one of your favorite podcasters say, "I'm not gonna podcast because I'm not feeling good," just reply in their messages saying, "Doodle would have went live." You know what I'm saying? Let them know that we operate different here. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking not feeling good. Come on, man. Look at this. She don't feel good, and look at how good she looked doing it.
Oh, thank you,
God
baby.
damn. Oh, I can't wait till this
Thank you.
podcast is over. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you heal me right up.
Gotta take a journey. You know what I'm saying?
The
Gotta
quest.
take a journey. El Único Cocho, what's good,
Woo!
fam? Thank you for being
Pasta.
here, man. Says baby
Bienvenido.
steps in 8K, 120
That's the only way to play it.
facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Uh Nino, what's good, fam?
What's up,
Aloha,
baby?
homie. It
Aloha
says
love.
Ragnarok remastered coming. Oh my god.
Spider-Man 2 remaster coming.
Eric was good, fam. Says on point ASMR rants. That's the tone, baby. That's the tone. Oh my god.
What's up, love? You
Um,
gotta get on our community blowout again.
yeah, man. You've had enough time. Okay. I know your camera was something. Just do it.
Rock out, baby.
Just do it.
Yes.
Son of Asgard
We're so
was
good
good,
too.
fam. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Um, Oh my god. Razor Ultron says, I saw a Pony in Gaz's chat claiming the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to do 8K 120 FPS. They are so delusional. They are. They are. They're cracked out. They're cracked out. It's pretty wild actually that they oh shit. VRK says Pentiment at 24K. Taking things to the next level.
Next level. This is the reason for the Pro, by the way. It's
Yeah,
for Sea
yeah.
of Thieves.
So
For
Sea of Thieves,
Pentiment.
the number one pre-order game on PlayStation. Xbox game, 6 years old, PlayStation 5 Pro, baby. Jaggle 6 says PlayStation 5 Pro still won't have quick resume. It won't. It won't. No, sir. What's good, fam? Thank you for
What's
being
up,
here, homie.
baby?
Dr. Vodka in the
Doctor.
building. What's good, fam? Says
Let's
PlayStation 5
go.
Pro is a placebo. Why would investors be confident to fund it? They
Absolutely, bro.
won't. They won't. That's the crazy shit. Rangy Force says my PlayStation 5 is dusty as fuck. Yo,
You already know,
you
baby.
already know. There's literally nothing. Okay. Nothing that I have a strong desire to play. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, the homie, Dan Lazaro. Thank you,
In
my
the
brother, for being
building.
here.
Let's go,
Thank you
baby.
so much for that $5 super chat. Says,
What's up, love?
I
Tell me
sounded like
something.
that after I smoked too many blunts. You ain't fooling nobody, Doodle. Nah, nah, man. Nah, we clean. We clean over here. We don't do that shit no more. After we had our first kid, not after, before we had our first kid.
Well, we got
Obviously, we weren't
married.
doing
Yeah.
anything. Yeah, once we got married and decided we wanted to have kids, because we used to do all that stuff. If we said we're gonna get pregnant, we gotta detox all that shit. We can't be doing all that stuff no more. And so it's been 18 years and we don't drink, we don't smoke, nada. How you
Yeah.
think she stay looking that good?
Oh, thank you,
Come on,
baby.
homie. Come on. How does she let me tell you this. Let's ask a real puzzling question. How does she look better now than she did 18 years ago? That's even crazier. Tastes better too. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know what
See,
happened.
money, keep it moving.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Oh, Jonas the dad, my dude. Thank you, my brother, for
What's
being
up,
here. Thank you
baby?
so much for that $2 super chat. Says,
Thank
does the
you.
PlayStation 5 box say 8K 120 FPS already? Liars. Yo, they are. They are. You know that PlayStation 5 regular box says 8K on it. That's
This
some
is what
crap.
happens when you build your company on lies. When you go ahead and you pay off the
Facts.
media, it's just a bunch of bullshit.
Facts. 100%.
Dan, thank you so much, bro. Thank
Oh,
you.
the homie. Thank you, my brother.
Thank
Appreciate you,
you.
man.
Let's go.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Dan has went ahead and gifted 5 On Point for Gamer
Let's
memberships.
go.
Thank you so much, dude. We appreciate you. Y'all know what to do. Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the
Let's
chat.
go, baby.
Welcome all of our new members. We appreciate each and every one of you. And the homie Dan, man, thank you so
Dan,
much, my
thank
brother. We
you.
appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Um, we see Sun Rash in the building. What's
Sunrash,
good,
what's up,
homie?
baby?
It says PS5 Pro. So they need to remake The Last of Us Part 1 and 2. Yes, that's 100% what they're going to do.
Remake station.
Remake station
But
indeed.
pro.
But
Damn.
well, they do so many remakes that they have become pros at it. So
Yes.
I guess it does make sense. The
This
verbiage
is wild.
the verbiage lines up. The
This is
verbiage
wild.
lines up indeed. Um, Big Boy Mike does have a public service announcement. Thank you, my brother. Says
Thank you,
hit
baby.
the like and subscribe button. And obviously, Big Boy Mike's famous words. If you have been watching us here and you're staring at that like button and you haven't hit it, or you're staring at the subscribe button and you're not subscribed yet, and you don't choose to hit both of those buttons,
What happened, C?
you are exhibiting pony
Oh,
tendencies.
damn.
So if you don't do it, then you might as well just look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am a pony.
Is
And do
this
you
right?
really want to be a
Is
pony?
this the look you want?
Do you this is the
Come on.
way you want the world to see you? I don't think so. Do yourself a favor and us and go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it out with your friends. Come join us in the chat. There's
Let's
over
go.
600 people rocking
You
with us right
guys.
now, which is blowing my mind. There's over 440 people on Twitter
Thank
watching us
you.
right now. That is wild. Do me a favor, chat in here. We want to hear from you as well.
Tell us what you
Tell us,
feel about this mess.
let us know what you guys are thinking about the bullshit that's going on with Sony's decision to keep making dumbass moves.
You've seen the graveyard.
The
You saw the
graveyard is real.
thumbnail.
The thumbnail is so accurate, it's not
It
even
is.
funny.
It's
It's not
wild.
even funny. That is actually what you didn't know. That picture was taken in
Yes.
behind Sony's building.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where they just put shit.
You know
That's where
how
they do.
we what's the game? We flew by.
We flew by
Yes. And took the picture. I'm
Flight
blanking now.
Simulator.
Flight simulator,
Flight
yes.
Simulator. Yeah, that's
We
if you
went,
go on Flight
yes.
Simulator right now,
And you check.
put in Sony's
Yeah,
address, fly
that's
over
a
it.
factual picture.
Yeah, you see the
That's yeah.
backyard. That's there.
That's
That's a
where
real
we
life
get
picture.
our footage from.
Yeah,
Flight simulator.
it's and we took it on our Series S. Okay, we got
Yes.
on Series S. We took the
Yes.
flight. Boom, took the picture. Done.
For sure.
Done. Yeah, it's Eastside Vandal, the
You don't
homie
skip the
says,
super chat. What you do?
what happened? I didn't see it. Click the button.
Hold on.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me read it. I'm already here.
Go ahead.
I'm right here. Sorry, I don't know what just happened. I don't know what happened, but Eastside Vandal says my theory with Totoki as CEO that Wolverine and X-Men will release on all platforms just so they can retain the rights as per the contract with Marvel that they signed. I gotta tell you, that's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. I really honestly think that by the time these games come out, PlayStation would have already had put their plans in motion to go ahead and start releasing their games everywhere. And again, the scary part is that all of these games, it seems very clear that they are all going to be running off the PlayStation 4 engine for Spider-Man 2018. And that's a goddamn shame. What did you laugh about, baby? I saw that beautiful smile. What happened? What made you smile? Tell me.
Just a question in the chat.
Go ahead, click the button. Gen
Gen
X Gamer
X
was
Gamer,
good,
what's up,
fam.
baby?
Thank you
Welcome.
for being here. Did C-Money give Doodle some mustard? I definitely gave her something it wasn't mustard, because mustard does not live in my body in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? So definitely wasn't mustard for sure. Now go ahead and click that super chat that
Yes.
I did not see on the screen. The
Big boy
homie
Mike, let's
back to back
go.
to back to back to back.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
my brother, for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Says, tastes good, huh? C-Money, don't forget to add mustard. Mustard would never help anything taste better.
Can you
It would
imagine?
never. Mm-mm. Oh my god. The homie Jaggle6 says, "Sons, because people are not realizing that the avalanche of lawsuits that are coming their way in the tens of billions, how can they support both? You ain't wrong. People want to leave that out. They want to leave
They
it
wanna
out.
act like it's not happening.
They do. They do.
You know
It's
who can't act like it's not happening? PlayStation.
they can't.
They're gonna have to go ahead and deal with all those legal situations taking place with all the fees, and
100%.
I have a feeling, something tells me, I don't know, my sources,
Your sources, facts.
that's PlayStation's to blame.
Absolutely. Why so serious says PlayStation 5 overheats running at 720p. The marvel of engineering that they built. Yo, we have the proof, yo. Go back and look at our channel, go far back and find our
Final
Final Fantasy
Fantasy.
16 fucking live
Oh,
stream that we did.
that was wild.
Fucking overheated 2 different shows, 4 times overheated live. The second time we did a live stream and it overheated, we said fuck it and started playing Diablo 4. So let's just say I don't have any real thoughts and belief in their ability to provide hardware that doesn't suck ass. So yes, agreed. Um, the homie No Sir in the
No,
building
sir.
was
What's
good,
up,
fam.
baby?
Other Zinc was good, homie. Thank you for being here. Red Play was good, fam. Says they already use liquid metal on the PlayStation 5 and it still overheats. Liquid cooling is too expensive and a nightmare for maintenance if a leak happens. Red Play, you ain't wrong, homie. So thank you for those bars.
What's up, Red
Um,
Play?
James Dill says Pornhub is dead in Texas. Poor ponies. LOL. Wow. So they can't get Pornhub in Texas? You know
Damn.
that if you go to GameStop right now, you will see the largest amount of PlayStation 5 trade-ins ever known to mankind. GameStop is going to have
And a lot of angry
a little hole
ponies,
that they're going to put them in.
you know?
Super
A
tense,
lot of
angry ponies.
tense,
They're going to be walking
a lot
around
of
all
tension.
like jiggly, like, oh my God. Why?
So
Where's my
listen,
PlayStation 5
listen, if
and
you're
my
in
Pornhub?
Texas, I mean,
Be kind to
understand
your
what they're
local
going through.
pony. Over
Times are
there, I
rough
can get
over
it.
there.
Over there, I get it
Yeah,
for sure.
we
Over
get
there.
it. We get it, ponies.
Yeah, absolutely,
That's a
absolutely.
rough spot to be in.
It is. It is. It's a sad time for them. It's a sad time for them.
And it's
Um,
a rough time for them. And now they can't even get their Pornhub. I mean, that's rough.
well, listen, as sad as it is for them, I'm sure that their body is thankful because they chafe. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot, a lot. So the homie Paulie Baba, what's good, fam? Thank
Ollie,
you for
what's up,
being here,
baby?
man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Understanding was good, homie. We see you, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Um, but yes, guys, when we go ahead and we take a look at the current state of what they have going on, it really becomes quite confusing, right? It's confusing because if you really take a step back and just look at the big picture of what Sony has going on, and you see that their PlayStation 5 has not really been up to snuff, right? It really just hasn't delivered anything of any real consequence. If that is the new benchmark, right? That's going to have to be the bottom line for PlayStation 5 Pro. Um I don't see I don't see the value in coming out with this new system that frankly they couldn't take advantage of the first one. I mean, babe, do you think that once they release this PlayStation 5 Pro that Satoki is going to be like, "You know what? I changed my mind. We're going to put more money than ever on."
What money?
Well,
What money? Where's factions? Where's factions? Where? What money? See money. Do you understand? What
my god.
money? Besides, Tiri Koki may not even be there by the time the Pro releases. He's out this year, isn't he?
Yeah.
I just love how the question's not out there and we haven't talked about who's coming in to replace him. Who's coming in?
You know, I got to tell you, you are 100% right because I really feel like they just abandoned because even that interview, right? Hiroki Totoki wasn't in there, right? He wasn't in that interview with CNBC because they know that if they talk to him, he's gonna be like, "We ain't doing any of this shit that you guys are talking about. We're going to scale back. We're gonna increase our margins. We're gonna let more people go. We're gonna close more studios. We're gonna cancel more games." And the games that we are working on are going to get scaled back drastically because we need to make money. And we know that even if we take a pile of shit and put it in the PlayStation 5 box, that you dumbass ponies are going to, well, I was going to say buy it, but then I realized that they don't buy shit anyway.
Oof.
Wow, PlayStation is worse off than you could even really imagine when you think about it. Because not only do they have a lack of funds available to compete with Xbox, with the amount of games that they're going to be putting out on a constant basis. They also have a fan base that does not show up for their games. The very games that they claim
That
to
they
have
love.
a
And that
strong
makes
affinity for.
PlayStation so special,
The special
right?
sauce, some would
The
say.
special sauce, the juicy juice.
The juicy juice.
Yes.
So they won't even show up. So I don't you really you're really in a fuck situation.
Listen, a lot of their sales come from Xbox gamers, and that's the reality. Argue that shit.
Can't.
It's the truth.
You can't.
These ponies are out there just talking lip. They're not buying the fucking games. They're not supporting their brand that they claim to love so much and be willing to go to war for.
Agreed.
Not that there's anything to fight for anymore. There's nothing left. There's
Agreed.
nothing left, guys.
Ain't that some shit?
That's some shit.
Ain't that some
To
shit?
see PlayStation fall the way that they have is wild.
It is wild. Yo,
PlayStation is not what they used to be.
they
And
really
even
aren't.
what they conform themselves to, what's left of that? That's the bigger question.
And honestly, I mean, there really isn't anything left of that. Their entire legacy is gone. They closed. their entire legacy. Like, they shut the shit down. Anything that had any relevance back in the day is gone. The only things they have right now are the studios that made the PlayStation 4 games that were notable. Everything else, they started new companies or bought new companies that don't have any experience making any games, right? Individually, the people working there ship games, but as studios have nothing to put their stamp on. Like, look at what we did is amazing, right? And then they got in bed with these studios, and some of them got closed, some of them canceled their games, and it's like, what do you
You
have?
know you're in a bad situation when so last night we were playing Fortnite
Yes, we were.
and we were wilding, right?
Wow.
Dropping bodies left and right. See money goes, yo, we dropping more bodies than PlayStation's dropping devs. Like, that's mad real.
It's true, yo.
That's literally what's happening over there at PlayStation.
It's
The
wild.
studios that they are keeping, they're out there dropping people left and right. And so what is left? Where is the essence of the PlayStation we once knew?
They have no essence
It's
anymore.
exactly.
They have no identity anymore. They're lost.
They are.
They don't know which direction to go, and the reason being is, I mean, you gotta understand that they're looking up at this titan, right? Like this god that
Yo,
just
this
came
Attack on
down.
Titan.
This is like Attack on Titans, yo. Like there's like these gods that fucking came down that they cannot get their head around. How can they compete? How can they topple the Titan? You
You
can't.
can't. You
You
can't,
can't. The
baby.
only way they have even a semblance of a chance is if they get purchased.
And the problem is, and this is when you know, like the problem is that they tried for like a split second to adapt. And the moment you knew that they were in trouble was the moment that they decided to take their studios and try to have them make gas games that these studios don't make or know how to make. That's how desperate they were. And that's when you knew that they didn't know what the fuck to do or how to do it.
Agreed. Agreed. And that's honestly, that's what's wild about this. That's what's wild about this. They went ahead and they tried to shift. They tried to say, okay, we can do what the other guys are doing, right? We can go up against the most successful people out there, like Fortnite and all these people. We're going to do games as service and we're going to do it right. And it's going to be glorious and it's going to be great. And it's like, yo, how? Right? How are you gonna do that? That's the question they asked themselves, and when they got the answer, they did not like it. They did not like it. They
They
realized
didn't like that bill.
no, they didn't like the bill,
They were
bro.
like, we're gonna take a step back. We're gonna stop, and try to figure it out in some other way. You can't take shortcuts to this. These gas games, they should have had new teams working on them. If you're not willing to invest, then you're not gonna get shit back. And you
Agreed.
don't have anything to invest right now.
That's the problem. It's not making the game when you're in the live service world. That's just the starting line.
When you have had canceled 2 live service games that you were going to release because you can't afford the bill to maintain it.
That's the
And
that's
let
the
me ask
thing.
you a question. Those other gas games that they had 12 that are down to 6, like, what does that tell you about those games? What's gonna happen to those? Because at least we know that the 2 that they cancel were attached to, like, The Last of Us or Spider-Man or a known brand that they know it's a part of their brand, right? that will take well with their consumers.
Absolutely.
So they're gonna
Absolutely.
scratch those, but they're gonna come through with the unknown live games.
Yeah, the unknown IPs that nobody gives a shit about.
Come on, man.
But that's what it is, right? You go ahead and you see them doing this, and you see them trying to get into this, games as a service situation, realizing that all the money that they spent, think about that for a second. They looked at the number and said, no matter how much money we spent so far, it pales into comparison of what we're gonna have to spend after it releases to compete. And what they showed all of us is that they are not willing to compete. They do
They
not want to compete. That's why they tried to block the ABK deal. They did not want to
to
be
stop
forced.
the competition.
Yes, they knew
And
that they cannot compete at the level and scale
in the
that is
fact,
necessary.
by the way, the fact that they felt like they can stop it, and Jim Ryan was out there flying here and there, having conversations, it shows the connections that they have out there. The fact that they felt confident to go to bat to stop this deal from taking place. I mean, it's a testament to how much they have in their pockets, how many people they have in their pockets.
Absolutely.
And it comes down back to the media.
The homie, Sir X-Man,
What's
my
up,
brother.
baby?
Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Shout out to Sir X-Man who
What's up,
rocked
baby?
with us a couple weeks ago on
Yes. So
our
fun.
night shift show. That was fire. Thanks, my brother, and I appreciate you being here. Says Sony is like a broke OnlyFans, old and used.
Raggedy ass bitch.
Damn, raggedy ass bitch indeed. Before we keep going,
I
shout out
know.
to the over 740 people watching
You
us right
guys,
now live, with over 550 of those
you,
people rocking with us on Twitter. Yo, shout out to you guys. Thanks for rocking
we
with us,
appreciate
man.
you guys. Thank you
Again,
so
hop in
much.
the chat. We can see it. Even though you can't see this chat, you can type and we can see your chat
We
and
can
we'll talk
see it
about
or
it.
coming in and hit the like button.
Absolutely.
Share the link. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much. So I have Ozzy over here who says the Pro could be 99 teraflops and an 8 GB SSD. I still wouldn't buy that crap. It's about the games. And right now, Sony games are old, tired, and boring as shit. Fucking bars, bro.
Facts.
Fucking bars.
Facts.
Dude,
It's the reality.
100% the reality. 100% the reality. You're really looking at something that you're gonna possibly buy that has nothing to play on it. Similar to what they did when they fucking duped us with that PlayStation VR 2. When they promised us the world that they were gonna actually support this piece of hardware, that the PlayStation VR 2 is gonna have actual games. Look, we have Call of the Mountain or whatever the fuck from Gorilla. You see, we're using our main studios to make games for it. They sold us on this idea that they were gonna support their hardware. And what did they just do? They just fucking shut down one of their major in-house VR studios, the London studio. They shut that shit down.
We should have known though, when
Well,
they're out there trying to push that agenda, when they're out there
facts.
making it known that they will support their hardware, that's when we should have known that they
Well,
were up to something.
you know the saying, right? Fool me once, shame
Shame
on
on you.
you. Fool
Fool
me
me twice.
twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, and
That's just I'm a
I'm
fucking
just a dumb
dumbass.
bitch, right? So you
Yeah.
think about it, fool me once, we bought the PlayStation 5. Okay,
Fool
you
me
got me.
deuce
Fool
twice.
me twice, we bought the PlayStation VR 2. You got me.
You
Okay.
got me, bitch.
But 3 times?
You hit
No,
me with that
bitch.
bullshit.
We ain't buy that fucking stupid ass portal, which we would have back in the day just to have it.
Oh, for sure.
Fuck you and your portal. PlayStation 5 Pro could suck a huge
Pickle.
cucumber.
Pickle.
Pickle,
Oh,
cucumber.
cucumber.
See,
Yes.
I turned left, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
the seedless cucumbers. Those are really big.
Mm,
Yes.
mm,
Deep.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? Full. Yes.
Get that super chat real quick, man. Get that super chat
Gotcha.
in here. Get
I
that super
got you.
chat in here, yo. The homie Jax 82, my dude. Thank you for
What's
being
up,
here, my brother.
baby?
Appreciate it. Thank you for that $5 super chat.
Thank
Says
you.
PlayStation needs direction. Is Hiroki the one to do it or someone else? I think he knows they are behind and need to make changes on how they do things. Okay, so number one, you're spot on, right? They need direction, but let's be clear. Let's be clear. It doesn't matter who takes over for Hiroki. Understand that he is the one that's looking. Okay, he is the one who's going to be getting the people ready to choose who they're going to have be CEO. Okay. Hiroki is the money man. Even when somebody takes over as CEO for PlayStation, understand that he is the CFO for Sony. At the end of the day, he will be calling the shots. He will be the one saying yes or no to anything that whatever CEO takes over will be coming to him with. And we've already seen their colors. Again, this would be as if Amy Hood or Tim Store on Xbox were actually I'm sorry, from Microsoft were running Xbox. Okay, it's a completely different situation. And understand, it's not like Microsoft where Phil has a seat at Sony's table. I'm sorry, at Microsoft's table,
Yeah.
right? The person running PlayStation doesn't have a seat at Sony's table. Sony is the overlord. PlayStation's the little bitch that they use to fund them. They will call the shots, and Hiroki Totoki is not going to change his stance. He's not going to be like, "Oh, this is cool now. We'll go ahead and just let you do whatever you want to do." No, they've seen too much. Understand, everything PlayStation has been doing has been flying under the radar of Sony because at the end of the day, they were still making money and they were profitable, and their competition didn't really exist in Sony's mind. Because Sony wasn't paying attention. Let's be real. They were just looking at the dollars. They're like,
And the
okay, we spent
dollars
this
were
much,
coming
we
in,
bought
and
this
let's
much.
not forget who the big dog is, right? PlayStation was taking care of Sony. This is not a Microsoft Xbox situation, baby.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
moment that money wasn't coming through, the moment Sony got involved.
Exactly. They say, how much did we spend on Spider-Man 2?
Nah, cut that
What did
bill.
we make? What? Hiroki did listen, this is not made up shit, guys. This is not storytelling. We're not here for story time.
No,
This is
this is not Final
factual.
Fantasy.
This is not this is not. This might be PlayStation's Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I tell you that much. I tell you that
Oh,
much. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. And I tell you that much. It's crazy, but it's true.
listen, I agree with the fact that he is trying to bring in that money. He says, I want to put our games everywhere. I think that's an excellent move. I think they have a lot of issues going on and they need to figure out how to deliver. What I don't agree with is spending money on new IP instead of having the games like Factions and Spider-Man released.
Well, and I would say it's not that they shouldn't make new IP, but
If
you should
you
have
if
the
you're looking,
basis. Yeah,
yeah,
to make money, you should have the basis of your known IP, that Spider-Man, the fucking great web. How do you see that and not think that that's not worth
it's
fucking
fucking
investing in?
fire.
That
It
shit looks
looks
dope.
dope.
It looked unique. It looked exciting to have your homies playing with you. You know, I could just imagine me, you, man, you know, the
Purpleberry.
Purpleberry, one of the girls just fucking playing Spider-Man, swinging through the city all together, having fun doing random shit.
Absolutely.
That would have been sick. But instead, they said, nah, fam, let's spend $315 million on Spider-Man 2. That there's no way you can see the $315 million that was
You
spent on that
cannot.
fucking game.
You cannot unless the big bill that they spend on marketing and advertising is piled on to those millions, then I can maybe understand. But I don't
Facts.
see it. They use the same foundation. It's the same old shit.
Facts. And they're not changing, right? They're making part 3. That's just probably still gonna run on the same PlayStation 4 engine. We know
Let's keep it
Wolverine
real.
does.
Let's
X-Men
keep
probably
it
do the
real.
same.
Part 3 is Venom. Part 4 is Wolverine. The
These are
next
already the
Spider-Man
parts. These are already the
is Part
parts.
5. Let's keep
They're
it
already
real.
doing it. They're already doing it. Yeah, listen, that's just the reality of what it is, man. It's crazy. Read that. Get
Shout
that
out
next
to
one on there, baby.
Rodella. What's up, baby? Doodle sounds
Rodella.
even more savage like this.
That's right. Hashtag facts. Rodella, shout out to you, brother. Absolutely,
I
man.
throw
Absolutely.
a Friends reference here that I sound like Phoebe when she loses her voice.
Oh. Friends is always a great reference. I'll take it.
Friends is the shit.
Baby, get that other super chat, my love.
Let's go. Hold up. I got you. Sliding through.
Sliding through the homie Rangy for
What's
my
up,
man.
baby?
Thank you for being here, homie. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Says, look, the parents of ponies are not going to buy the PlayStation 5 Pro when they just got the PlayStation 5. Damn shame. Quote, you better get out of my face, pony parent. Yo,
You better get on my face with that
but
shit.
this is the shit, right? They would be making this for the 10 million people who are gonna buy a PlayStation 5 right out the gate, right? So they'll get those people to double dip. You know, the hardest of the hardcore PlayStation fan base. They'll get them.
All 5 of them.
All 5 of them. They'll get them, but after that, you're 100% right. Like the the casuals who make up the vast majority of that console are not going to double dip. They're not. They're not. They don't care. They don't care. What would be dope for Xbox to do is to, if they know PlayStation 5 is gonna announce the Pro, is to announce the new console coming in 2026 or 20, just be like, "Hey, just so you know, the new generation is gonna start, boom, this whatever year they pick," right? That's the way you cock block them. Right? Make people look at that like, "Oh, new PlayStation." No, no, no. The real generation starts when we say it does. There's a whole new ball game. It's glorious. It's glorious.
It is. Shout out to Dreadpool. What's up, love? Welcome. Thank you for
Dreadpool
rocking with us.
in the building. What's good, fam?
Yes.
Thank you for being here, homie. Appreciate you, man. Bet they will mustard dip. God damn it. They would mustard dip because they are ponies. That I do. I agree with that 100%. 100%. Cannot Cannot deny that for sure. The homie Fillmore Pockets, thank you for being here, homie. Appreciate you. Says PlayStation VR 2, PlayStation Portal, PlayStation 5 Slim with Spider-Man 2 combined couldn't save PlayStation from a sorry ass 2023. But the PlayStation 5 Pro with no games is
Oh, yeah.
supposed to turn things
That's it.
around.
That's it. Yo,
That's the clown logic that they have.
you the homie right there, bro.
Yo,
Calling it out.
calling it out indeed. So Son of Asgard says they are still fine. Sony not going out of business anytime. I'm assuming anytime soon. Crazy how Xbox thinks Sony about to shut down and ponies think Xbox about to shut down. All right, so this is the thing, right? Sony is not going to shut down. They have other divisions that they exist in.
What are they
PlayStation
making now? Pens?
pens, yeah, and
Pencils?
highlighters, pens and highlighters.
Highlighters?
Yeah, that's their big new
You
thing.
know, maybe they can start making sticky notes. We know damn well they can't make games.
Oh shit. Goddamn.
Damn.
Oh, savage.
Oh, I'm just saying, we're looking. Let's figure out who's making more sense here. We've already talked about everything that's going on with PlayStation, the lawsuits, the lack of roadmap, the new CEO, the fact that they need to put their games everywhere, the fact
Yeah.
that they're broke.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
We
it's
have
funny.
Satya on the other side doubling down.
Facts.
We have over
Facts.
10 first party games releasing this year.
We had 13 last year.
Oh,
Damn.
I mean,
Damn.
I mean,
That's
Big
wild.
Boy Mike wants some. He wants highlighters
Highlighters. That's right. That's right. That's right.
to
So
highlight all the bullshit that happened in 2023
facts.
with PlayStation.
Facts. So, Sons of Asgard. So basically, understand. So there's very two different scenarios, right? Ponies thinks Xbox about to shut down because they're ponies, right? They have no logic. They have no rhyme or reason for any type of understanding.
Tell him, baby.
They have nothing that they say that's intelligent, right? Because at the end of the day, Microsoft's a $3 trillion company, and Xbox has surpassed Windows for the company. Okay. So to be clear, Xbox is not going anywhere ever. Xbox has now become a pillar of Microsoft. And when you become a pillar of Microsoft, the dollars that Microsoft possesses will not allow Xbox to fail. Okay, that's just the reality. The same way Windows hasn't failed, the same way Azure hasn't failed. We're not talking about side projects that Xbox has done now. This has elevated to a brand new level within Microsoft. So the importance of it is through the roof, right? There's no conversation for a pony to say Xbox is going away, doing any of that shit. I challenge any PlayStation dude, any single one of you, to come on our show and sit there and explain to us how Xbox is going to fail. That's my challenge I put out to anybody. Um,
I
that
agree
being
with that.
said,
We're pretty logical people. If you make sense, you make
yeah,
sense.
if you make sense, you make
Make it
sense.
make sense.
So that being said, I think Xbox, I think Xbox people don't think Sony is going to shut down. The only way they would shut down is if they fuck up everything else they do, which they're not doing great in anything, but they're also competent in those things, right? And again, PlayStation, it's not about whether or not they shut down. I just think there's one of two outcomes. One, Sony gets humbled. They drop down to 3rd place in mindshare, and they're already not 1st place in most other things like revenue where it matters, but they drop down in mindshare. They start getting less consoles, and they start putting all of their first party games everywhere because that's the only way they can exist because they don't have enough people purchasing their consoles and the games, right? They have people purchasing consoles, but not consoles and the games. So because they don't have that, they're going to have to start putting their games everywhere. Xbox, Nintendo Switch, everything, PC. That's the only way they come out in that scenario because they can't afford it you can't afford to compete. The other alternative is that either Sony themselves or PlayStation is purchased by an Apple or an Amazon, someone who has the dollars to compete with Microsoft. That is the only outcome that they will now have the funds to compete. They can then go and do something crazy like purchase Capcom or purchase some of these other publishers that will make a movement, right? Will mean something. Yeah, they won't have the biggest games, but they'll be able to tout having big games that are relevant to the mass market, not just to the few million people who buy their niche first party games. Okay. So that's it, man. I don't think anybody is thinking that PlayStation as a brand will be deleted. I'm telling refudge. I'll read it in a second. Leave it there. I don't think anybody thinks PlayStation, the brand, will be deleted. It's never gonna be deleted. Sony PlayStation will always have value. It's just the form that it takes. Will they still be a console manufacturer? Will they be only a publisher and get out like Sega did? And listen, Sega's still around, right? PlayStation can very easily do the same thing without hardware.
If they take a back fucking seat,
It
like
would be.
like Sony, like Sega did. If they live to their means, if they get out of delusional land and realize where they are and start adapting to
Well, they would
that.
have to be third party.
Yes,
They would have to be third party. The games would be going everywhere, just like Sega, right?
exactly.
So they would have to do like Sega, get out of the console game and just release their games everywhere. They'll make a shit ton of money and they'll be back on track. Okay. That's the only way for them to survive. They're going to survive. They're just gonna adapt. At some point, they're gonna be forced to adapt, right? You can hold on as long as you want, but you'll be forced to adapt. The reason why that they'll push until the last moment is because the card is always there for them to play. They can always at any point flip the switch and say, "Hey, Phil, we're bringing these games over day and date. That's it. We need the money. We still valuable as PlayStation Studios, who makes these games that people love. Understand, Take Two, huge entity, right? They are just a publisher, right? EA, huge entity. They are just a publisher. Ubisoft, huge entity. They are just a publisher. Nobody's thinking that they're going to go out of business, right? They're going to adapt. They'll just keep doing different shit. PlayStation will do the same thing. The only way that happens though is if they adapt. They have to adapt to make that change, and they will. That's why Hiroki Totoki has been telling you that that's exactly what they're gonna do, but nobody wants
Nobody wants to
to
hear it.
listen.
Uh, Nobody wants to hear
They
shit.
don't wanna take the guys in charge word. He did not he did not, like, make his words less. He made them very clear
Made them very clear. He came out
without
here, he said
saying
it a lot of
Xbox or
freaking
Switch.
times.
He said it's going everywhere. It's going everywhere. All their games are going everywhere. The Sony CEO even said it, and a lot of people conflate the two. The first interview was with the Sony CEO when he said that the games will be ubiquitous. Anywhere where there's computing power, they will release the games there. That includes PlayStation 5, PC, mobile, Xbox, Switch. That's what it means. Okay. It's going to be everywhere. And then you heard Hiroki Totoki come in, reiterate that two other times. We heard Herman Hulse say the same things: PC, mobile, other platforms, right? This is all part of what they factually said when you
Other
read what they wrote.
platforms like PC and mobile.
Yeah.
Other platforms
Like dumbass
like
people.
those, like
So
PC and
they don't
mobile.
want to accept it, but this is just the reality of what it is, right? This is just what it is. So at the end of the day, you have to, just see it for what it is. Again, son of Asgard, I'm not saying that Sony's going to shut down. I'm not saying PlayStation's going to shut down. PlayStation will exist. It's just what shape that takes, right?
What shape
That's the
if they're
question.
brought down to their fucking knees and they understand the position that they're in?
Exactly. Exactly.
Um,
Refudge Gaming says, "Did you guys
yes.
just invite me on your show? When do you want me to swing on by?" The ponies are wild.
By
The
the
ponies are
way,
wild.
why so serious?
If so
Says if Sony dies, where will the ponies go? I mean, Big Boy Mike has the answer. Hopefully to get some.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, wildin'.
Yo, y'all wildin', yo. Y'all wildin' for real.
Oh
That's
my
crazy. That's crazy.
my people.
Um, yeah, so that when I say that, it's, again, this is their essentially their lifeline. Like, that's why you see them still just playing it cool, not going full out there, saying is going to Xbox, saying is going to Switch, because they know that that's the card that they're gonna have to play at the end once they realize that no matter what they do, the ponies are not showing up for the games that they claim they want, and then the casuals are not abandoning the games that they already love to go support a PlayStation exclusive games as a service that no one's going to play on. I mean, let's be clear. Again, Helldivers was one of their best chances because it's doing good on PC. It has word of mouth. People are digging it on PC. The PlayStation dudes still don't show up. They still don't show. You know how you know that? Again, for the pony who's sitting there saying, "Well, you don't know how much." Yeah, we do. You know how we know? Because the silence is deafening. They have not announced any numbers for PlayStation. If they had numbers to announce, they would announce them.
Maybe they're lost, just
Maybe
like
they're
those
lost,
Final Fantasy numbers. Maybe
just
they
like the
just
Final
can't
Fantasy
find
numbers.
maybe they forgot how to count.
Agreed, agreed. Shout out real quick before we keep going. Shout out to the over 800 people
You
rocking
guys,
with us
that
live
means so much to
right
us.
now. That's wild. We
Thank you.
appreciate each and every one of you. That's over 650 people on Twitter. That is wild. That's wild.
You guys.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you indeed. Um, hold on. We have a member chat, my love.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Gotta give us that member chat,
Let's
baby
go.
girl.
Hold up, I got you.
Juan the
Come
Terrible.
on,
My
baby.
man.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Thank you for
brother.
rocking with us,
Thank you for
love.
being here, man. Appreciate you so much. And
Thank
thank
you,
you so
baby.
much for being a member of our channel for 3 months,
Let's
man. That
go.
means a
Thank
lot
you,
to
Juan.
us. As you guys know, who you guys been rocking with us for a while now, you know that for so long we
It
were
didn't
doing
come
this
easy.
without
Yes.
monetization. We couldn't get monetized. They kept blocking us. 3 months ago, we got monetized. And, to see, Quan the Terrible here from 3 months ago, still rocking with us. We appreciate you so very much. So
Absolutely.
thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank
He
you.
says, I love y'all's show and personality. Keep up the great work 100% and get well soon, Doodle.
You, baby.
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. Um, so Dr. Vaca says
Doctor.
Xbox needs to put velocity architecture, machine learning, and VMR in their next Call of Duty. I mean, listen, obviously we know there's been a slow start to actually utilizing, what's in the box. Um, but I don't doubt that this past year, because remember, it would have been a year that they've been working on the next Call of Duty under the Xbox banner, right? Under Microsoft, right? So remember the last Call of Duty that was released last year's was already out the door, right? They bought them and then released it right after, right? So they had very little input on there, and even though they were trying to buy them over the course of that year, they could not just switch gears like, oh, we're gonna get bought, so let's do something special. But this last year, even this 1 year, they can't do all the kind of like baseline, like rooted technology that needs to be used from essentially the beginning to really take advantage of it. But they will have had a year to really, get their fingers into this next Call of Duty. And why you laugh when I say get your fingers in?
Stop it.
Okay, just want to make sure. Um, but they really had some time to have an impact on it. And we all know that that last year of a game is really when all that polish happens, when they start implementing all the graphical details that they want to do. It's I think this year, I think this Gulf War is going to be something special. I think it's going to be a big deal, especially first year being marketed by Xbox again, first year going to Game Pass day and date again. Um, it's going to be a huge deal for sure. Um, One Punch Jedi, the
What's
homie.
up, baby?
Thank you, my brother, for being here. Says, Doodle, get better.
You guys are amazing. Thank
That's
you,
really sweet,
love.
right? C Money. These mustard hearts is making her sick. Facts, they do. That's literally what's happened. That's literally what's happened. By the way, that big of a leap for the PlayStation 5, they should make that for a PlayStation 6. Tom Henderson with PlayStation Hardware Talk, knowing Hellblade 2 is on the way. Facts. But this is the thing. As a PlayStation 6, it's only doing 45% better than the PlayStation 5. That would be a letdown. Don't let the numbers fool you. I don't know if you were here in the very beginning, but we had a tweet. I'll bring it back up real quick. So because that guy pretty much nailed it. Let me see if I can find it. I had it and it's
You
not there.
bookmarked.
Let me go to my bookmark. Let's go here. Okay. Um, I'm gonna share this, then I'll add this. Uh, go here, go there. Boom. Okay. So let me take this out so we can see. But One Punch Man, if you didn't see this, um, you can see right here, Jake put out a tweet and it made everything make sense because when you hear them say 45% more raw performance, okay, from the PlayStation 5 to the PlayStation 5 Pro, but then they say 67 teraflops versus 10 teraflops, that should be over 6 times the power. But when you break it down, what it actually means is way less, right? So the 67 teraflops is using dual issue FP16, which equals 33 teraflops of FP32. PlayStation 5 is 10 teraflops of FP32. But when you use RDNA 3 and up, so RDNA 3, 4, they use dual issue FP32. Okay, so if you go back, dual issue FP16 is equal to FP33, FP32, right? So dual issue FP32 means that the gaming performance will be around 16 RDNA 2 teraflops. So you're going from that 10.8 or whatever it is to about 16, which is why that 45 to 50% more performance is there. So it's not actually as big of
It's
a
just the way
deal.
that they're choosing to present it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Shout out to shout out to the over 647 people watching on Twitter right here on the side. That's crazy. Then you add doodles, over 650 people. That's crazy. Watching on Twitter.
That's awesome.
We
Thank
got
you,
over
guys.
840 people watching live. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. But yeah, so
We have a question.
that is the situation. R.L. Stein says, "Wait, y'all weren't able to monetize until 3 months ago? Haven't y'all had over like 10K subs way longer than that? I thought you just needed
Absolutely.
1K subs to get monetized." Yes, the
Yes.
problem is we used to do a lot of other stuff on the channel. We used to make a shit ton of shorts. We used to do different gameplay. We used to make AMVs, which were animated music
And
videos. Then we
MVs
did MVs with like movie trailers turned into music videos and stuff.
and
And
Madman made this huge, the from the Mario movie, he made this huge short that went viral.
yeah, so we had a lot of different things that we
Yes.
didn't know that they kept denying us when every time we applied, and they never would tell you
And then once you
what
get
to do.
denied, you have to wait X amount of months
Yeah, so the
and
first
X
time is
amount of
1
months.
month, then it's 3 months and 3 months, and it's
And
the
they
time
never
adds up.
tell you exactly
Nope.
what it is. We just wanted to know what it was so we could just take it out and delete it. Anyways,
Yeah,
it got to the point that we just said, let's start deleting things.
we
And we
deleted
took
700 videos.
over 700 videos that
Yeah.
were on our channel.
Yeah, just
They're no longer
things that
there.
we worked
Just in
hard
case.
on, the things that we were proud of that were on the channel, all deleted because we didn't know what it could be, and thankfully, that did it. So once we did that,
Something in there.
we something
It may
whatever it
have
was.
just been one thing that we ended up deleting over 700 videos for. We used to do a lot of
Yes.
unboxings too, and some of them had music in there. It could have been a song we didn't know, so we just deleted a lot of stuff, a lot of back and forth, and finally, it
Yeah,
happened. So,
absolutely. Absolutely. Baby, is there a super chat there that I missed?
I got you, baby. No, that was I highlighted that comment for when you came back, when you were done with the Twitter situation.
Okay, okay. That's why I got confused. Okay. Dark Angelic says, LOL, just look at what's going on with the company, i.e. Sony. They dropped their Premiere TV to mini LED instead of OLED. They brought Across the Spider-Verse back in theaters. They're bleeding.
They are.
I mean, that's the real like, listen, we are obviously we're talking about the gaming stuff, which is PlayStation, but you can't ignore the fact that the company and all this mental gymnastics that they try to put into try to say that PlayStation is not Sony, that PlayStation is like a separate company from Sony. And then I remember somebody said that Bungie is not part of PlayStation, that it's a separate company from PlayStation, Sony, that Sony owns. Um, okay. I don't know how stupid people are or what they I don't know, they don't
What
care
they
to
never
realize.
understand it.
But Sony owns them all. All money flows to Sony. When Sony goes ahead and does its, report, it reports on everything they own. So if Sony is broke, then the other entities will also be in a decline unless they somehow are able to make a shit ton of money, but Sony is so upside down that it doesn't help them. It doesn't make any sense, right? At that point, Sony would just go, right? Because they can't survive off that shit. Um, but
That's
yes,
why
they are
nothing's
bleeding out.
guaranteed. Shout out to Web Dave. What's up?
Web Dave in the
Let's
building.
go.
Web Dave, we're supposed to be going on your show tonight. You hear my doodle? You gotta let us know if you're okay. Um, having having Doodle on with the voice, we might have to reschedule if it doesn't work for you. Um, now, right now, Razor Ultron, he's saying it, man. They can't afford to sell the PlayStation 5 Pro at a loss right now. How high will they price it?
Exactly.
That's 100% true. Also, I didn't realize that I am way far back,
Yes, you are. And
way far back.
yes, and I think that's why they're fluffing all these numbers up to try to make it seem like things are better than they actually are.
Facts, facts, 100%. Now, Web Dave does have a
Very
public
important
service
message.
announcement. Okay.
Yes.
Says everybody hit the like button.
Thank you.
And of course, we have to always remember the famous words of Big Boy Mike.
Absolutely.
If you are watching this right now and you are staring at that like button and you haven't pressed it, or you're staring at the subscribe button and again, you haven't pressed it, chances are you have pony tendencies. And do
Absolutely.
you really want to look in the mirror and see the reflection of not an Xbox fan, but instead this 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 pony with the pony tears that constantly run down their faces? You don't want that. You don't want that at all. So do us a favor. Do yourself a favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, be a part of the chat. Again,
Coming in, you
shout
guys.
out to the over 850 people who are watching us live right now. It's fucking crazy with
Thank
over
you.
680 people watching live on Twitter.
Coming in,
Come on,
guys.
listen, do me a
Rock
favor.
out
While
with
you're watching on
us.
Twitter, come in, hit the like button over here, and then go back. See what I'm saying? Hit the like button over here, go back, say what's up and chat, man. We can see it. We want to see you. You're we're a we're equal opportunity. Doesn't matter if you're coming from Twitter or YouTube. We love y'all. Just
Absolutely.
say what's up, man. Just say what's up. All right, we got our answer from Web Dave. Says we are always excited to have both of you on, and
Thank
of course, if
you.
she feels up to it and wants to, yes. But if she doesn't feel well and wants to rest her voice, I'll leave it up to Doodle. Much respect.
Thank you.
Those are kind words. Kind words. Um, but yes,
Maurice. Where are you, baby? I
Where
had
are
my
you?
eye on Maurice. Here we go.
There we go.
Maurice Branch. He says, never question a pony's stupidity. They will take it as a challenge and go to a higher level of stupidity.
Facts.
Words to remember. Thank you, Maurice.
Facts.
You already know.
Absolutely. Shout out to Maurice with all that merch he bought. The looking fly.
Let's go.
We need some modeling pictures of it, bro. Come on, man. Take some selfies with your stuff on. Let me know. We'll put it
Yes.
on Discord. Get it on Twitter. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Jacob says breaking news: Marvel might have changed their minds because it's rumored now that Henry Cavill will play Wolverine in Deadpool 3. Hold
Ooh,
on. What
what?
Deadpool? Deadpool 3, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. What are we talking here?
Seriously? I know Hugh Jackman was kind of like done playing Wolverine,
Yeah,
right?
that's a different one.
So
And by the way, real quick before I go
yes, I
forward,
messaged
because
you.
I got a little confused. Maurice Branch, I'm sorry, bro, for putting you on the spot like that. Completely, I don't know why my mind slipped. Is Big Migs, the homie
Yes.
Big Migs, who bought all that merch. I'm sorry, Maurice Branch had to put you on the spot.
S
Like, what? Give us the pictures.
sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro.
He's like,
Sorry, bro.
"How am I gonna get these pictures?"
My bad. My bad. Um,
Sorry.
yeah. So Jacob, yeah, I don't think that that's a
Is Henry Cavill really gonna play,
no.
Wolverine?
Deadpool 3 is this one that's coming
Yeah,
out that we
he's
already seen
not,
the
but I'm
trailer
saying I
for.
thought moving forward, you mean?
No, no. Gun Griffin says that was debunked. By the way,
Okay.
Marvel did not change their mind. Yeah,
Yeah, because it's,
I wouldn't do
Hugh
that.
Jackman, they've been filming that.
So they're saying the rumor is Cavill will play a variant of Wolverine. Um,
Eventually? Or in that movie?
uh, no, I don't know. I don't. Maybe that would be weird. Maybe that's what he's saying. He is a variant, you guys. Oh, so maybe it's like maybe it's like the multiverse bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
they're gonna
crap.
go and they'll see Henry Cavill as Wolverine in another
Again, I
area.
think because Hugh Jackman has been kind of, like, done with it,
So they're trying
I
to
think they're trying to
pivot.
transition the
Pivot.
situation pivot, which is what I think they should have done with, like, Iron Man instead of that Endgame bullshit, like, I feel like, you know.
Yeah,
Yes, Corey.
he's playing a
What's up,
variation. That's what they're
baby?
talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, it's wild, but understand says, yeah, multiverse stuff and DP3. Pause. DP3. Mm, interesting. The homie Moonlight Ace says half of these people need to go back to school, and definitely these ponies because the school system failed them. Yo,
Oh my god.
Yo, you're not lying. You're not lying. Rashawn Eppinger is referencing when we talked about having to delete our videos. Rashawn says, could you move those videos to another channel? So yeah, we were going to do like the MVs and the AMVs. We were gonna move them to Doodle's channel,
There are
and we
some in
we
there
put some
already.
over there. It's just honestly all this stuff takes time. You know, it's as simple as it is to like say, let's just move it over. You can't, you have to delete it from one, then you have to go back to get the actual file that, the actual original version that you made,
I
got to
put some in
re-upload
there
it.
though, so you guys
Some are
can
there.
actually Purpleberry, she has her own channel, Purpleberry Crafts. She has a lot of her AMVs in there, super funny shorts. And then on my channel, I moved already some of the AMVs and the MVs that I made. So you guys can check out my channel if you like.
Yeah, we're not like, it kind of is what it is. We really like the ones we made, so we do want to eventually get them up there again so they can be
And I
replaced. Just
started,
all
but they
takes
only
time.
let you do like, they only let you upload a certain amount of videos at the time. So it was
Yes.
like, then you gotta wait
So it's
24
tedious. You
hours.
know what I'm saying?
So
It's
I
too much.
wish they could just let me sit there and get it all back out.
So R.L. Stein says something that is great, but we gotta think about it all the way through. He says, Arlstein says, damn, no one else thinks that the 30% from third-party games is the real reason that owning a platform is so crucial. It is 100%, 100%. But the problem is as time goes on, and if you don't have the money to offset it, as more and more people pivot away from your platform and they start seeing that the other platform has way more value to give them and offer the consumer, then that 30% becomes less and less, right? Because the third party support is still there, but if people are not buying the games as much there, then you end up with a problem. And let's be clear, PlayStation for most of the games has dominated the percentage of gamers who purchase that multi-platform title, right? For the most part, right? Some games skewed Xbox, but for the most part, PlayStation has always been much bigger since PlayStation 4, right? So for the last two generations, this generation and the last, the percentage of third-party sales was more on PlayStation. And that's why I said if it wasn't for them having that 30%, they would definitely be out, right? They would for sure be out. But the issue that you have is that as that slice becomes smaller for them, it's a lot harder to justify having the platform. And that's where it becomes an issue because you still have to keep investing in R&D. You have to keep, you know, producing more games while doing that. Like this, do you have to keep up all your services to keep the third party games functioning? Like there's a lot of cost and overhead associated with it. So as much as that 30% is great, it's also not a necessary, end all be all for them because if that was the case, then Sega would have just stood here, right? They would have just stayed and kept their
Let's not
30%
forget
cut.
that that 30% goes back out too, right?
That's
They
what I'm
have
saying.
to
That
go
call
ahead
it,
and
yeah, for
exactly.
maintaining.
And that's why it's so important for them, for PlayStation to go ahead and put their games on other platforms where they can go ahead and get that potentially 70%, right? Depending on the deal. Or maybe if they have a game that they throw into Game Pass, they go grab that bag. I mean, let's not sleep on Game Pass. When PlayStation's sitting there watching that, the new TVs have a Game Pass app built into them. I mean, who wouldn't be scared
Facts.
of that, of that cuco, that monster?
The cuckoo.
That's gonna come and
The
get your
cuckoo.
ass. El
The
cuco.
cuckoo. El cuckoo. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Um, yeah,
Oh,
go ahead.
Duke. Does Purpleberry watch the streams anymore? I remember she welcomed me when I first started watching 5 months. Haven't seen her since. Purpleberry is extremely focused with school. She is, oh my gosh, freaking exceptional. It's
Yeah, she's
amazing.
she's pretty amazing, top
Yeah,
notch, and right now in high school, she has literally like bunch of AP classes, and the workload is asinine.
in the way that she deals with that and, like, focuses on it, it's just something to admire. Without having to encourage her to do so, like, she just naturally wants to be the best at everything she
Yeah,
does. She's
for
amazing.
sure. Absolutely. The homie Dark Angelic
What's up,
says,
baby?
"All I see from Helldiver 2 fans are when are the Halo and Gears players gonna join us?" Tells you how useful the ponies have been. Yo, dead ass. Dude, it's crazy. They have this whole big thing going on over there, but they're the PC players. So the PC players don't give a shit about PlayStation and any of that. They just want more people playing the game so that their game that they enjoy playing can live longer. And the fact is, PlayStation players have not shown up for that game. Again, there has not been one fucking message from PlayStation praising the game. Think about it. If PlayStation platform was a part of the success, why have they not come out and put out a statement? about how well Helldivers 2 is. Don't worry, guys, we're gonna keep investing. Don't worry, guys, new seasons are coming. How come it's only the developer who's out there repping this thing and talking about their new stuff and trying to get that whole like their marketing that they're doing about being a soldier and saving this planet and doing it. They're the only ones.
Kinda gas people up.
PlayStation ain't doing shit. They're not
If the
saying shit
players are not out there gassing up the game, I mean, come
because
on,
they're
that's
not
very
playing
telling.
it. They're not playing the game, dude. They're not playing the game.
And listen, we said it right from the beginning, like, Helldivers 2 might look fun, but it's like for how long, right? It looks like something you jump into, you're like, "Alright, well, I did that." I mean, that's our opinion. And then you hop right back out, and you forget that you even bought the fucking thing. I
Agreed.
think that's the situation. Now,
Yeah,
they
that's
throw
why
it in
we haven't
Game
played it.
Pass, that's a different story. We'll go ahead, try it out, and if it calls us back
If
in,
that went to Game
then
Pass,
that's
that would be
cake.
huge. That would be them cementing themselves as a game that gets to rock for a while because you have so many people who come into the service, will be interested, jump on, see if they like it.
And
But
let's not forget, by the way, you guys, it's a $40 game, right? And the ponies are still not buying it. It's a $40 game. And you can
I
say, "Well,
got
you know what? It's multiplayer. We like our solo experiences, right?" Except that they're pre-ordering the shit out of Sea of Thieves. Every level, baby. There are 3 versions of this
ah!
game, and they're all on the top 10.
Damn, bars,
Just saying,
bars, yo.
sliding that through.
Yo, bars. They can say what they want, but they show us different actions speak louder than words, baby. That's why when you're on
Absolutely.
Twitter, that's why when you're in the YouTube comments and you see these ponies come around talking about bullshit, you could just easily just sit back and smile and just remind them that no matter what they say, their people, the PlayStation owners, they want to play Xbox games. They don't want your shitty third party exclusives or second party exclusives that you guys consider first party now because that's all you have. When Xbox was doing it, that's not that shit don't count, right?
No,
But
no.
now it counts because that's all you have. That's when you go ahead and remind them that PlayStation players are more excited to play a 6-year-old pirate game that's a
That they made
multiplayer
fun of.
game
That
that
they
they
made fun
mocked
of.
and made fun of than to play any of your upcoming Rise of the Ronin, PlayStation 3 game, Stella Blade, the bootlegged game that is not even good enough to stand on its own merits. Instead, they have to do marketing around the woman and her body. That's the marketing.
That's the marketing.
That's how PlayStation
That's
ponies are
that's
selling
a
it to
new
others.
low, you guys. Listen, we just found out about Pornhub with this freaking ponies, right? And they learned fast, right? They said, "This is what we're gonna market." But the fact that your brand has diluted to this sexualized situation, I mean, oh, damn, it's not about the games anymore.
Facts.
But let's also, while we're talking about Sea of Thieves, let's bring up Pentiment, right? Because we do know that they're getting 120 frames per second and that the media has scored Pentiment higher for Switch. What, 3 years later?
Tw uh,
Yeah,
yeah, was it?
right?
No,
And they
2022, 2020, yeah, 2 a year and a half.
yeah, that's it?
Year and a half, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Towards the end of
then
2022,
they did
end of 2023.
for Xbox
Yeah.
a year and a half ago.
Yep.
Okay, just wanna bring that up.
Yeah, 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 for sure. For sure.
Shout out to Demo Flow Gaming. What
Oh,
is up, Chico in the building?
Demo Flow. What's up, player? How you doing, homie? Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you for rocking out.
Moonlight Ace says, the news journalist caught Jim Ryan lying on national TV, got caught slipping. Listen, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. He literally was like, "Yo, we are so happy for that Call of Duty deal that we got. We were so happy that we were able to work it out with Microsoft and sign that deal. So happy." And that journalist was like, "Yo, hold the fuck on. If you were so happy, why didn't you take the deal earlier? Matter of fact, you joined forces with the FTC to try to stop this deal. Why did you think the deal was so worth stopping if it was such a great deal?" And he goes, "Well, I mean, well, we're getting a little risky territory here, right? Like, let's just say the deal wasn't the same deal that we actually ended up signing. You know what I'm saying?" And obviously, all of us in the know exactly the deal he signed. Yeah, Jim, you signed a worse deal than you were originally offered. You know what? He's retiring. I don't even need to give him that
Yeah,
that heat.
I mean, let's just hope he put that crack pipe down and he's in a better place now, but considering what he said on the interview, we know that he's not. This is wild the way that this shit played out and what they could have had versus what they're getting.
Absolutely.
Dude, you can't make this shit up.
You cannot make this shit up. This shit is truly, truly crazy.
Demoflow Gaming says Jimbo cashed out and jumped ship. Hell yeah, he did.
Yep,
He was
he
like, "Let me get
really
that
did.
bag."
He
On his
really, really
lunch break,
did.
he cashed out those stocks.
Yo, he absolutely did. It's crazy, but it's true, like, in every way, shape, or form. Um, Refudge Gaming says, "If I come on, Doodle can't be there, though, because my wife is a plain Jane, hence my infidelities, and Doodle will be too distracting to me while I lie. I mean, while I debate." Fucking Refudge. Fucking Refudge. He's funny. He's funny. Um So Razer Ultron, this is what we were saying. He says the PlayStation brand has a lot of value and Sony could sell it off for a lot of money. Sony is about Sony. They can't sell it for a lot of money. That's what I'm saying. Apple or Amazon are the only ones that can do it in a way that would have an impact in a positive way for PlayStation going forward.
It doesn't have the value that it once had, though. We go back to those studios that they've gotten rid of, the people that they've let go of, the shit that they've been through, and the fact that everyone's aware of their financial situation. I understand that that's not the narrative put out there, but anyone who's looking at PlayStation, they know they're weak. They know what's happening. It's kind of like when Phil goes out there and he's eyeing these companies to buy, and he's like, "Yo, you need a new daddy? I heard you're going through some things. Hop on the whip." You know what I'm saying?
I
Let's
heard your kid
ride.
is tired of regular milk and wants chocolate milk. You know what I'm saying? Let me upgrade your kids, you know what I'm saying? Come on over. Come on over, we'll take care of you. We'll take care of you.
Yo, what's up, baby? Shout out to Cage.
Cage Fielder, what's good, fam?
He says
Says,
Jim Ryan is gangster like Martha Stewart. I'm wondering if he's gonna end up like Martha Stewart. I feel like what he did with the stocks, that was something to look at. That was shady. And Jim is the one we know about. I wonder how many of these people that are in there made a lot of money by cashing out at the right time while
well,
everyone else got screwed.
we know that there's plenty of people who do that. It's just about who gets caught or doesn't get caught,
Exactly. And this was really an obvious situation.
and he got
I'm
out
just saying,
scot-free.
is Jim Ryan a snitch? Do you think like if he gets caught, he's gonna snitch out when everybody else who
Facts,
cashed out?
facts,
Right? He'll
easier,
give him
faster.
3
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah, for sure. Not even a second goes by that I don't think that he would do that.
Yeah.
The homie Other Zinc,
What's
my
up,
dude,
baby?
thank you for being here, brother. Says, C Money, facts. Sony fanatics have zero logic. as to the Xbox division, quote unquote, failing. There's proof of Sony's mismanagement and failures of studio closures and epic layoffs. Facts. Like again, people still want to conflate the idea that Microsoft laying off people versus Sony laying off people were the same thing. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Microsoft is a $3 trillion company who had one of the biggest mergers and acquisitions ever in the history of anything. And when they sat down and looked at everything, they got rid of people they didn't need. They got rid of games that they didn't want to move forward on, that they didn't
They
have any
move
part
players.
in green lighting. They did what they needed to do because of that merger, right? PlayStation is broke. They are firing people because they need the money. When Hiroki Totoki said that their margins are too low, when they lost $10 billion in value on the stock market because their margins are too low, they're not making enough money. Anybody who has a common sense idea of business would understand that the fastest way to pump up your margins is to fire some people. That's the reality of what it is, and that's the reality of what they've done.
What's wild is that instead of the media couldn't even come out here and say, listen, they feel a certain way about it. Motherfucker was out there surfing and taking pictures. Jim Ryan had a party for a retirement party thrown for him at one of the studios in the UK that got shut down. You can't make this shit up. Can you imagine if Phil did something like this? If Sarah or Matt were out there surfing while people got laid off, posting pictures, if
Facts.
they threw a fucking party for Phil Spencer and then a few days later they shut down that studio,
Or if he shut down the studio and on the same day posted a picture of himself surfing on the beach with his buddy.
motherfuckers had problems over rumors that were out there and the fact that Phil Spencer was playing Diablo 4. They wanted to make it a thing. The community is falling apart and he doesn't even care. He's playing Diablo 4 over a community self-inflicted situation. They
Facts.
wanted Phil to come out here and fix that.
Facts. Facts.
Shout out to TJ in the chat. What's up, love?
Yo, TJ was
Welcome.
good, fam.
Thanks for rocking, baby.
Good morning, brother. Thank you for being here. The homie RL Stein says you don't invest 69 billion bucks in cash in a department you're oh wait to shut down is what he wanted to say. Your $3 trillion company owns a department your $3 trillion company owns. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Xbox is a pillar. It's not going anywhere. There's not a chance that anything would ever happen to Xbox in that way anymore. They've been shielded, let's just say, um, for sure. Excuse me. Um, Moonlight A says Sony used to make DVD players, VCRs, TVs, and washers. And PlayStation, what do they all have in common? All the other ones are either gone or basically non-existent as a business,
Not making money.
not making money. That's also true. That's also true. I had seen there we go. Moonlight A says it's just PlayStation 8, PlayStation 8 is living in the past and not adapting through their surroundings, and what they was doing was bringing out the past. That's not helping right now. They're gonna die out. I mean, again, you got
I'm
to
with
think
you.
about it. This is the we are the people, right? That they have to convince, right? I don't like we need to see what they're doing. We need to see why it makes sense to go ahead and invest. And all we can all see is the fact that they are essentially going night night.
And not to sleep. That's
It's
you
it's a
ain't
s
waking up from that
it's a
shit.
worse sleep. It's a worse sleep.
Lloyd C, thank you so much for bringing that up. It did cross my mind. Microsoft
Yes.
Games, their workers, they all got severance packages while Sony did not.
Yeah. Well, of course, right? Microsoft took care of the people that they had to let go, as much as possible. Um,
They took responsibility for what took place. We remember Sony last year when they let the people go from, I believe, Bungie. They tried to cheat them out of their insurance. Come on, man.
you're 100% right.
Was that talked about? Was that made into a big
No,
deal? It was
why
not.
would it? Why would it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would it? And that's the problem, right? They will protect this thing, but I'm telling you, you can't protect them forever. The onslaught is coming. It is here. It started last year. It started. We've seen a whole different Microsoft with how much they were able to pull out last year. This year, the 2018, 2019 purchases that they made are starting to bear fruit. So is their Bethesda purchase. Again, last year we got Starfield, we got Redfall. This year we're getting Indiana Jones. All of it is starting to bear fruit. And remember, every time a new game is released, understand that directly means that a new game is starting to be born. And as that cycle continues to go, there will be no stopping it. Again, please, someone tell me and explain to me how PlayStation survives that without massively changing what they're doing. Here's a hint. Hiroki Totoki already told you they're going to be drastically changing what they're doing. Herman Holst already told you they're going to be drastically changing what they're doing. The CEO of Sony already told you they're going to be drastically changing what they are doing.
So they're gonna go with drastically changing rather than dying.
Yes.
Noted.
Yes, they
There's
don't want to die.
confirmation,
They
guys.
want to live. They definitely wanna live. So, again, that's where you're looking at. Gun
Gun
Griffin, the homie,
Griffin, what's
says,
up,
"Yep,
baby?
the media was stupid and did Sony's work for them to try and damage the Xbox brand and cover up the fact that PlayStation is bleeding out."
And that's what's wild. That's what's wild. Instead of focusing on the fact that a big company like PlayStation, who's the leading platform, is not releasing any games, the focus right now from the media, it's about the PlayStation 5 Pro. This is ridiculous. It's
100%,
sickening.
100%, 100%. Shout out to the over 900 people
You
watching us
guys,
right now
thank you
live,
so much.
with over 750 of those people tuning in from Twitter. That's wild.
That's wild. That's amazing. We
That's
appreciate you
wild.
guys. It means a
Yeah,
lot to us. Thank you.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, so that being said, Duke Togo says PlayStation is definitely the most protected brand in the entire industry. It's ridiculous.
It is.
It really is. Z Black Rider, what's good, fam?
What's up, baby?
Microsoft does that because the eye is always on them. Everybody is watching fucking Microsoft like a hawk, right? Like they constantly looking at everything they do. And listen, that's to the benefit of the people that they're involved with, right? I mean, let's be clear, no company as an entity gives a shit about anybody or anything other than money. But the route that Microsoft has chosen is that although that is 100% truth and the underlying thing and reason for everything that they do, they still choose to make that happen in the most consumer friendly way possible and developer friendly way possible, right? That is the difference, right? They have enough money that they can go ahead and justify showing the consumers that they matter, showing their developers that they matter, that they have a voice.
allowing them to be creative and work on projects that they're passionate about.
Listen, we say it all the time. Microsoft is the savior of creativity in the AAA space.
Absolutely,
They're
you
the
can't argue
only
that in any way.
they're the only ones that allow these big risks to be made, these big games that are being made right now with studios that are passionate for what they're doing, not being mandated. This is what you have to do because this is what I want you to do. This is what's going to make us the most money, so do it.
This is what you have to do because we need it. We need
Exactly.
it to get by.
Exactly.
It went from what I want you to do in a position of power, just the same position of power that Jim Ryan took with Phil Spencer when he sent out those emails demanding, and then he got slapped up real quick and realized that he was not in a position of power. Well, the same shit happened here. They went out there demanding that these developers worked on games that they didn't know how to make. And they realized real quick that you can't go around throwing shit out and saying shit just for the fuck of it. Things need to make sense. In as
Agreed.
much as PlayStation has been running around screwing their consumers, the reality is they didn't see it coming because they thought that the Spider-Man 2 was gonna bring in a shit ton of sales. The ponies grabbed that pickle and fucked the shit out of PlayStation. Just saying.
Grab that pickle and fuck the shit
They didn't
out
show up.
of
They didn't show up. They said,
PlayStation.
"And take it."
You know, I gotta say, I don't think there's anything that we can say after that that would top those final words. So I think with that right there, that's where we're gonna end the show, guys. Listen, thank you all for coming
So
and rocking
much.
with us. Guys, there's literally over 900 people watching us live right now between YouTube and Twitter. We are beyond thankful.
So
The
much.
beginning of 2023, our first live stream video had a total amount of 53 views at the beginning of 2023. Here we are, March of 2024, and we have over 900 people watching live. Duke Togo says, "You got 900 people watching, you can't cut the stream now." We gotta, because that was too perfect of a place to end it, and I think we said everything we needed to say about PlayStation's stupid ass Pro model. But guys, thank you all so
Go
very
check out our
much.
video. We released a video last
We did
night.
we did do a
We'll
video
probably be
last
releasing
night.
one today.
Yeah, definitely check it
So
out.
hit the bell, guys.
We definitely appreciate you all. And those of you watching on Twitter, the over 780 of you watching on Twitter right now. And let me just gonna go ahead and refresh this right now so we can just see them here. You can see over on the side 770 watching on my Twitter, 15 watching on Doodles, 5 on our new On Point. Oh, by the way, we have a new Twitter
Nice.
for On Point.
Yes.
It's On Point for Gamers without the explanation point, without the exclamation point. Go follow that channel on Twitter as well. But we have 770, 785, 790 people watching us on Twitter right
You
now. That's
guys.
wild. Thank you all. Again, we appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Do remember that we will be
We do
back.
4 live streams a week,
We do
and
have
we
4
make
live streams a
videos.
week. Definitely follow us on YouTube, um, subscribe, like the channel, hit the bell so you know when we go live. This week, we're still finalizing something, but today is Morning Quest. Tuesday for sure, we'll be back with Her, Him, and a Guest at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with Fuzzy Belvedere. It's going to be a dope show. We just had an amazing Her, Him, and a Guest last week with the homie
Yes.
Demo Flow Gaming. It was a phenomenal show. Go check that one out if you haven't seen it. Definitely do that. And then this Wednesday, very important change. We have PAX coming up. So we're actually going to be very busy Wednesday night. So we're going to be having our On Point the Gaming podcast. It's going to be a morning show on
Yes.
Wednesday. We'll be going live 10 a.m. Eastern time to do that show. So definitely be there for that one. It's going to be a great show.
We're finalizing things, but we should be back tomorrow. We'll let you
Yes,
guys know
we'll
in our
let you know.
Discord, guys. Feel welcome to join our Discord. It's a lot of fun in there. And when we go live, we throw in the link.
Absolutely. So definitely come check us out. Just be aware tomorrow we might be going live. We got to see exactly when and with what. We're gonna be at PAX for Friday's show, so it's gonna be too hard to do that show. We might do something over there, maybe we don't know, but we're probably gonna try to squeeze in a show tomorrow. We'll see 100% what we do. But with that,
Hopefully, my voice won't continue to.
it'll get better.
Yeah.
It'll get better. It'll be
So,
better.
guys, I also want to thank you so much for all the love you've shown me today. Those of you with your positive messages and ways of my throat getting better. I appreciate you guys so much. It means so much to me, to us. See Money always gets so happy when people show me
Absolutely.
love. So I'm extremely grateful. The question is always there when my voice is like this. I always wonder, will they be okay with me talking? And you guys are always so nice to me, so welcoming. So thank you.
Absolutely. And with that, we're gonna end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes,
We're done.
we are.
Until next time,
You're intruding.
you're intruding.